I'm a moron. I might have left Discord muted.
Uh,
I feel bad. If you want to do it again, go ahead.
basically, I stream games. I met Tatted through here. Um, and yeah, that's about it.
What a great way to start off the first stream. I
Yeah,
completely
perfect.
forget. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Do you remember exactly how we met? Because I'm going to be honest, I thought about it yesterday and I could not remember how exactly we
Shit.
met.
Me and you met through Solar.
Was that how we met? Okay.
I believe we played. I think it was Among Us together. I want to say.
Because like at first I thought it was like I met you through
Oh, no,
Reddit
no, no, no,
or
no.
something.
No, 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 no. It was your November, your donation thing.
Yes, that
Yes.
was the Mustache
Yeah, because
November
me, you, and
charity.
Solar were doing that.
Yeah, we met on Brawlhalla because I think I
Yes,
put
that's what it
it.
was.
Yeah, because I put it through like some big Discord that we were all in, and then that's how we met. Because you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm willing to do that with you." But
Yeah.
what Discord was that? Was that? I'm
I
trying
think
to
it was a
find it now.
broadcasting barracks.
Yeah, that's got to be what it was. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, we.
Yeah.
So that's how we met, and then I remember you and I started playing a lot of Minecraft, Among
Minecraft,
Us.
Tarkov, Among Us, yeah.
Yeah, cheese Tarkov. We got into a whole thing for 2 weeks. That's all we played.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, man. Oh my god. I just recently stopped playing it for a bit because like it started giving me
It's repetitive.
mad migraines because I was stressing out.
Why you could never like load back into servers. Like I don't know what the deal is. They gotta fix that coming up.
Yeah, we never figured that out. Cause then I did go to the Reddits and stuff, and people were saying they were having the same issues, and Tarkov's devs were basically just saying, "Yeah,
Well,
something's
shit.
wrong. We don't know what." It was like, "Oh, great."
Cool. Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to fix that.
They need to, yeah, because everybody's saying right now this is the worst their servers have ever
Yeah.
been, which is a lot to
Yeah.
say in the past 4 years.
Has it been out for 4 years?
It's been out for about 4 years now, 3 4 years,
Oh wow.
because it was 2017,
Well,
I
it just
believe.
recently got an influx of players, right?
Yeah, it's like every time they do a wipe, they get a bunch of players.
They get a ton of players. Yeah,
Yeah, because like
that's
old
probably
players
what
come
it is.
back.
Just it's probably just the amount of players on it kind of fuck everything up.
Yeah. All right, so I have a bunch of questions here. I'm going to start asking you. First one is, why exactly did you get into streaming? Like, what caused you to be like, this is what I want to do? Whether it be I get big or stay where I am. Why did you decide to do streaming in the first place?
So the reason I started streaming in the first place, um, so me and my buddies were always playing games. We're playing COD, we're playing Overwatch, just basically whatever. And all the guys that were in it, not all of them, a few of them, they were like, "Hey, you have like a decent voice, like you should stream or something." And I'm like, "Well, I never thought about it. I thought you'd have to have high-end stuff to actually do it in different programs and run through. And apparently, all you have to have is Twitch." So they're like, "Yeah, this is all you need." I was like, "Yo, whoa!" And then two of my friends like, "Yeah, if you start one, we'll start our own channels and we can all play together." I was like, "Sweet, say less." And that's
Yeah.
kind of how we started doing it. Me, Jimmy45, and Walrus Balls.
Nice. What was his name? Walrus Balls?
Walrus Balls.
That's a unique
Yeah,
name.
it definitely is.
So, how did you come up with your name, Ewing88?
So Ewing88wv has always been special to me. It was one of my first like usernames ever growing up, and each part has a different meaning to me. Like Ewing is a name. 88 was my number when I was playing football, and it was the first year we won a championship in like 15 years.
Okay.
And then WV was for West Vigo, is the school I played for.
Ah, okay. I thought at first that it meant West Virginia, but then it's like you're not
No,
from West
actually,
Virginia.
never been to West
You've
Virginia.
never been to West Virginia? You're lucky.
Never been. I've never had a reason to go.
It's just redneck Ohio with mountains.
I'm gonna say
No joke. That's exactly what it's like. I've been through there many, many times, and it was just
it's just Ohio with mountains then.
it's Ohio with mountains. Yeah, okay, I see where you're going with that. All right, yeah. Just minus the cornfields and more moonshine.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Um. Let's see. What are like some things that like have you ever like had things happen to you that you were like either this made you really like streaming or made you really hate it and like be like maybe I should not do this anymore?
Hmm. Hmm. It's so the reason not the reason I got turned off for just I stopped posting stuff for a little while. Like I feel like Twitch has it where you get to affiliate and then you hit a wall. Like
Mm.
they're less likely to put you up on, or less likely to put new viewers, like put you on the new viewers. Like hey, you should look at this guy. They're less likely to put you on that, which I'm not sure if that's actually a thing or not. I haven't looked at all into it. But ever since I
Mm.
hit affiliate, I have gotten like maybe one follower,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's
wow,
not like for
that's
your
weird.
channel.
Because yeah, well, my channel, I had great luck in the first 3 months I had it up. I had 50 followers already. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That like doesn't happen. And I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it was just like the fast start that kind of got me off. Or like, well, I should be getting people in here to look at it at least. And it wasn't like I was playing the wrong games or nothing. I was playing big name games for respectively. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt weird,
Mm.
but I definitely just start. Like, it hasn't turned me off from streaming. I just haven't done it yet. And plus, I'm been
Yeah.
trying to plan everything for when I deploy.
Well, that's fair. I thought you were about to say something like for your wedding, and I was about to be like, "What? You
No,
want
no,
to
no,
tell
no,
me
no,
about
no.
that?"
Yeah, no, no. That's not not gonna be in the makings for a long, long time.
That's what I say. Like, bro, and you didn't ask me to be your best man. What?
Excuse me,
uh,
that's Bayou's territory. You're gonna have to bring it up with him.
you know what? That's fair. Bayou would definitely be the best man of anybody's wedding. That's easy. Uh, let's see. What was like probably your favorite memory of streaming?
Oh shit.
I know that's a big question, but I gotta ask that.
Biggest memory. Um, Honestly, it was probably just my first few followers, Ancient and Ice and Tateball coming in, just chilling out and hanging out with me. Like
Okay.
they were there for a lot of my starting streams before I had my overlays or my face camera, everything. And
Yeah.
they've been around and they still hang out with me on Discord and stuff. Like
Or that logo
the
that I
true
made for
homies.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, your first viewers and your most loyal are always what you remember. That's
Hmm.
fair to say. Um, I've been
I
talking
think
about
it's
this
the
with.
loyalty. I think it's more the ones that talk the most. That actually they put their name out there and like, hey, I actually want to talk with you,
Yeah,
and that makes you like. That's what I like doing. I like talking to people, and it brings out a more fun side of streaming instead of just making videos.
yeah. That was also something I was gonna ask. Um, I don't think you have, like, you haven't done editing, like major editing for like YouTube or anything like that, have you?
I've been thinking about doing YouTube, but I don't have the editing softwares and stuff to do it. So I just
Okay.
kind of
Was that probably like the reason why you picked streaming over doing that kind of stuff?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it is. way easier to stream than to make YouTube videos. I think we can both agree on that.
I don't have a
Um,
desktop or anything, so it's harder to do it on on a laptop.
that's fair. That is, you know what? That's very fair to say. Yeah. I've been talking about this with some other streamers, especially small streamers. Some people I've played with, including Solar, yesterday, and a couple weeks ago, another guy I played with called Depressed. But uh, there seems to be like a big transition of a lot of small streamers are now going from Twitch to YouTube.
Mhm.
Even a lot that are like fairly big, like Depressed with over 500 subscribers,
Wow.
gave it all up and went to YouTube now. And so, um, I don't know how you feel on that topic. Like, is there anything pushing you maybe to go from Twitch to YouTube, or are you still like stern staying on Twitch?
I've thought about making like a YouTube channel to post videos and small clips and stuff on,
Mm-hmm.
but I
What
don't
about
know.
like the streaming side of it? Because YouTube streaming.
I honestly haven't messed with YouTube streaming much.
Okay.
So I'm not really the person to talk to about that one.
All
Can't
right.
can't you link your Twitch to your YouTube?
Uh, not the same way that like you would like how we do on OBS.
Okay.
So it's like if you wanted to stream on both, you would have to have like two streams going at the same time, which is like what Solar's
Run
been
two
doing.
separate programs.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
not.
I don't have the space or the internet to do that.
That's what Solar was saying yesterday when we were playing Risk and Rain. He was like, I would host, but I'm doing dual streams, and that's probably not a good idea. I was like, that's fair.
Everything would eat that. Yeah,
Oh, that would murder anybody's RAM.
100%.
Let's see. I just had a whole list, and I accidentally put it down.
Mhm.
uh, let's see. Mm-hmm. If you were to get big, would you ever think about like rebranding, like changing your name, new logo, or even just changing what you do on Twitch?
I'd probably expand a little bit on what I did on Twitch, but I'd probably, if I got to where I could actually like, I wouldn't say professionally get it done, but professionally get it done, my logo and overlays and stuff. I'd probably do
Okay.
that, but I'd try to keep to the same name at least. Like
You wouldn't try
I don't
to.
mind. Mhm.
You wouldn't try to like make a bigger thing, maybe even like change your name or anything like that. You would just keep everything the same, stay consistent.
So I've thought about changing my name before on here because I do have
Okay.
one that's that I use on Minecraft, Flame Oblique.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think Ewing would be better for it.
All right. That's fair.
Mhm.
Let's see. Is there anything that you've done, like through streaming, that you realized were like really dumb to do? Like you didn't know beforehand that it was a bad move to do, but you've done it like a lot.
Huh. I haven't really paid much attention, I'll say to that. Uh, I I'm not gonna say a drawback, but one of the things people do have issues with is like they'll put their stream on another monitor to add to the viewer count, and that I do
Mm.
that sometimes
Okay.
because I know when you have 0 viewers, it doesn't really put you high up on the "Hey, look at me" board,
Yeah.
and people don't want to come in and be like the only one there. So I feel like having at least 1 or 2 or 1 for that shows
Yeah.
like, hey, somebody else is in here. Maybe they'll talk to me too. And I think it'd
Mm.
be more inviting to than just seeing a 0 in that guy's viewers.
That's fair. You don't want people to feel like isolated coming into
Yeah.
a new stream, things like that. That's pretty respectable. I've never thought about doing that before. I'll be totally honest.
Mhm.
Because I didn't even realize that if you pulled up your own stream on your own account, that it counted as a viewer. That's kind of weird.
I don't know if it does. So technically, I made another Twitch account for my phone,
Ah, okay.
and that's kind of how I do it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like you're just pulling it up on Twitch. Okay, I see what you mean now. Okay.
Because so like half the time when I'm playing with you or Solar or somebody, I'll have my phone on their stream, and then
Mm-hmm.
have Sam on mine or something. So it's fine.
Yeah, okay. I get that now. Okay. Just a little bit of miscommunication there on my part. I didn't understand what you meant by that. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, dang, there was one question I came up with today. I forgot to write it
Oh
down.
God.
I can't think about it now. I thought it was a very good question to ask. Oh, this is a very big question. It's very controversial. I gotta know how you feel about it. Is cereal a soup?
Okay, so I do have this discussion a lot, and
Oh,
because I
really?
like to be the person like, hey, is cereal a soup? Is a Pop Tart a ravioli? Like, uh, and to me, because I don't think it's a soup because soups are normally hot. You don't. There isn't really like a cold soup that I don't think. Maybe I'm dumb. Um,
I mean, I can't think of any either, so
because
that's probably fair.
so a soup is by definition a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. And you don't really boil milk when you throw the cereal in it.
That's true. That'd be weird to boil your milk, yeah.
That would be well, I mean fermentation, so they do kind of do it, but
But when it
it's not like
ferments,
that.
though, now it becomes
Yeah,
alcoholic,
yeah.
and you can't exactly have.
Pasteurizing is what I mean, not fermenting.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant fermenting. I was like, well, if you ferment
Yeah,
your
I said
milk, that's
fermenting. I'm like, that's
alcohol.
not the right word. And then I had to try to figure out what's going on.
You can ferment milk. I do know that. That's what
That
Mongols
scares
used
me.
to drink. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Because then it would last them like months, and it was alcoholic now. So they
Oh,
would
I know
just
they do the
like
same
keep
thing
it.
with mead. So mead's like
Yeah.
honey wine.
Yeah. Mead, and then like I didn't know this, but like one of the biggest examples of like animals getting drunk in nature are with crab apples
Mm,
because they almost
Is
automatically,
beer.
yeah, they
Yeah.
almost automatically ferment. And I remember this one time because I was at band camp and we saw a apple tree out by where we were practicing. So we went out there and I picked one off the tree, bit it, and then I could immediately tell that it had been fermented crab apples, and I immediately just like spat it out. I was like, "Don't drink these. Don't eat these."
These are
I
bad.
was like, "No, drop them." They're like, "What?" I was like, "They're crab apples. We'll get drunk. Do not eat them." And
We'll
somebody
get
just,
hammered.
well, I regret saying like we'll get drunk because then I think it was Joe, one of our section leaders. He goes, "So I should take these, hide them, and then eat them?" And I was like, "No."
Yes. Oh, whoops.
You'd be the one to be at like a school event with water in your bottle.
People always thought about that of me, but I didn't drink until I was so. People drink in high school. We're all gonna acknowledge this. It's
Yes.
not correct, but it happens. And from the age of like 12, I was always at parties that had alcohol and shit.
Yeah.
But I never drank until I turned 18. It was actually at
Okay.
Bayou's 18th, where it was the first time I got drunk at.
But this wasn't at the time where being 18 you were legally allowed to drink because we're not that far apart. in age, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm 22.
I was gonna say, I was like, I think you're only like a year or two older than me. So I was about to say, I was
Yeah.
like, you're not as old as my dad. You weren't around for the 18 and older allowed to drink,
I'm not saying what I did was correct, but
but you did it.
I'm pretty honest with shit.
I mean, that's a good virtue. At least you're honest about it. Now, maybe don't tell the police officers you did that, but isn't that weird to think
Yeah.
about though? That like alcohol used to be legal to like 18-year-olds. Like it was only beer, but like if you were 18, you were allowed to drink.
People used to drink wine back in Greece, and they used to give the kids wine. Like, it's not that big of a
Yeah.
deal.
That was a little bit different though, because that was like they couldn't sustain water like we could now.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was great, but I'm
Yeah.
saying it happened.
I'm just saying, when my kid cries, I get a little dab of whiskey on a cotton swab and I give it to him to suck on. You know?
That's actually a thing. But
Yeah. The school my parents used to teach at in Thornville, Ohio. This was a super small town, so small that the whole town's population was lesser than the school I graduated from.
Wow.
Because the school I graduated from was around 2,000 students. I think it was like 2,400. Town I grew up in what was it, 2015, during their census, had 1,010 people.
Oh, wow.
So it's
So
a
you're right
small
under
town.
me. I grew up in a town that had like 2,500, and my graduating class was like, we were the biggest class that high school had, and it was like 180 kids. But the total high
Yeah.
school had like 400.
It was small. There was, I mean, like, geez, I still go there to this day, and it's like you go through the middle of town, and that's about it. And it's like a few shops. That's it. Cause like they don't have any stores or anything. It's weird, but so back to the topic we were talking about. The school had records from like when it was conceived, which was like I think
Ew.
over 100 years ago.
It's a
And
weird word to use for schools.
yeah, that is weird. But like when it was like first built, because people
Yes.
started living there. They had records of like deaths and stuff like that. And back then they didn't know that giving babies whiskey or stuff like that for like toothaches or stuff was like unhealthy or bad. So whenever a baby died, they put it as died from toothache. So there are around like 80 kids in Thornville, Ohio, like babies, infants, that died from toothaches. But in
Wow.
actuality,
Oh,
they died from alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Because I was about to say it wasn't really the alcohol that killed him. I was thinking more of it probably be an infection, or they either underdid the alcohol or overdid the alcohol. There was one of the two.
yeah. It's probably that they
Yeah, that's-
overdid it. I would
You start
assume.
funneling alcohol into the kid's mouth. You got this, Timmy.
Making them butt chug it.
Oh, we're talking about kids.
Isn't that a weird? Oh God, kids nowadays and what they do to get drunk makes me very upset. And what makes me
Actually,
more
I had a
upset?
guy I used to work with. They had a video of him butt chugging.
That's disgusting.
It was weird.
How does that work? How do you suck up with your butt?
You don't. You put the bottle up in gravity.
I don't like that. I don't.
No.
I don't like that at
No.
all.
They
No.
So I've heard it being done with like a funnel or a tube, and I don't find the idea of a funnel being in my ass very appealing.
I hope you don't find the idea of a bottle being up your ass appealing either.
You know what? I don't really feel like anything up my ass would be appealing to me.
That's a good call. That's a pretty good call.
I'm a pretty simple person, and that's not simple.
I'm a simple man with simple needs, and that is not any of the above.
That's definitely not a need.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I remember Oh god. So like my mom was an English teacher when I was a kid at the high school I go to now, and my dad used to be the athletic director
You go to
and one
high
of the
school?
principals. Yeah, at the high school that I graduated
Graduated.
from. Yeah, I worded that weird. I'm now acknowledging that. But so it was like when I was like 10 years old or stuff, and there was prom night, both of them would have to go, but they didn't want to hire a babysitter, so they would have us go. And so I remember being told like later on that like they would have to like search the kids before they went in, make sure they didn't bring contraband, like everybody's proms nowadays.
Everything.
But now there's a new rule. It was like I think around the time I was going to those proms that like if girls have to bring pads or tampons or stuff because girls have needs. But
Oh
now the
God,
rule is that they can't
I
bring
know this.
any. Yeah, you can't bring any that are pre-opened because girls
Yeah,
just soak their tampons in alcohol and then you know.
I've heard of that.
And like I think about that, I'm just like, isn't that gonna cause an infection or something? Like your
You
pH
know
balance
what?
has to get thrown off, right?
Oh, 100%.
Like there is just no way.
I couldn't do it. Like, props on them for wanting to get drunk enough to do that, but
That's like some
no.
prohibition era shit right there. I'm so desperate to get
Oh,
drunk that I'm willing to shove.
they're not bootleggers no more. I'll tell you that.
God, ugh. Just, it's like kids nowadays. They make me nervous about my own generation, Gen Z. It makes me very nervous.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cause like some kids are like, what was it? One kid was doing. He was doing something like putting cocaine in his eyes or something.
Jesus
And I was,
Christ.
yeah, I know. I thought about that. I was like, that sounds painful. Like
That
that straight up has to
hurt.
make you go
Like,
blind. Cause like
the hell with that, man.
I know, or like there was some things where it was like, oh, this was like a story I heard while doing ride-alongs, and it was a guy was like a heroin addict. He was running out of spaces to stick himself with needles because it just kept going bad in those
Checking.
places.
Yeah.
So he did it in his testicular region,
Oh, God.
and like
The man popped a nut.
actually it's a lot worse than that. It like infected the whole area. They had to take him to the hospital, and they later found out they had to like get rid of
They
his whole
remove his throat.
junk. They got rid of everything down there. He didn't have. He was like no longer a man, essentially. I was just like, oh,
It's ma'am.
it's ma'am.
That'd
But
be fucked
heroin
up.
addict just it's ma'am. You got any?
God, I can't do that.
Got any
I can
drugs?
understand, like, needs, but, like, no. Not happening.
People go crazy for drugs, man. It's weird.
Oh, I know. Like, my mom's, like, best friend from high school, her and her husband, that's, like, all they did.
Ugh.
And we get calls at, like, 3 in the morning, come get the kids, because they were having another fight about it.
Oh god.
And, like, oh, no, it was crazy.
It sounds crazy. That's jeez. It's like I never knew
I
how.
think
Sorry,
one of
go
the
ahead.
funniest parts I heard about it was the guy he got pulled over for intoxicated driving. I think he
Okay,
was driving while he was high. But
sounds about right.
what happened? He got out of his car and they chased him to a nearby like barn and he hid underneath a tractor. But when they found him, he shit himself so they wouldn't arrest him. And it worked.
What? Are you kidding me? That
No, like
worked.
they're like because he's had a record and they're like, "You know what? Like it's not even worth it."
That that
I don't
blows
know
my
how.
mind.
Like I would never do such a thing.
I mean, I've heard stories. I'm sure you saw this. There was like a little girl, like her dad got pulled over. She didn't want her
Oh
dad to get a
yeah,
ticket, so she goes like, "I really gotta go," and the officer let them go.
yeah.
Oh
I've
god,
I've
that's
heard
kind of what
about
that
that stuff
reminds.
before.
That's what that reminds me of. That's so funny. That is so like, oh god. And what?
I want to hear what the cop thought to himself. He's like, man, not today.
That's probably why he
Come
let him
on.
go. He was like, I don't want to mess with that.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean, I wouldn't either, but like, I've had to deal with people vomiting on themselves
Well,
and like
yeah, but
help them.
you're.
Yeah,
I
but
can understand it to a point.
I get it, but you're a paramedic. You're supposed to do that.
I mean, you did kind of sign up for
I
it.
mean, that's fair. Yeah, I did. I really did.
I know if somebody vomited on me at work, I'd probably hit the fucker.
Yeah, we're definitely not allowed to do that. I have had like incidents where like, or at least incidents I've been told of. I haven't experienced any yet. Where like people from our station have nearly gotten into fights with the patient or whoever. One of
Oh
them
yeah.
being that like they showed up to a house because I don't even remember what the call was. It was something weird where it was like, a medical emergency. They show up and just the person, like they were at the house and there was like three kids there. One dad, one mom, and so many dogs, and there was just poop everywhere.
Yeah.
And I
I've
remember
heard
like,
about those.
yeah, and I remember I think it was like, it was one of the big guys. I always see him at the gym near me. He's big. He looks like he does juice, but he doesn't. And so like I
It's
remember
all the stuff.
he looks like he's on the stuff, man. He's always sweaty. He's just jacked 24/7. And then I remember he got so mad. He was like, "You let your kids live in this?" And he was like, "I'm going to call child services and all this." He like started going off and he like almost punched the dad. And like our
No,
fire
like
captain
to
had
be
to grab
honest,
him.
people are like that though. Like they don't
That's
care.
disgusting, though. Like I would
It's awful.
like even if my kid started to get like a little chubby, I would get concerned. Like I would be I like even with my niece, I am always so worried about her health that I would never allow something like that in my own house.
Yeah, I can understand to a certain extent, and it definitely depends on their age. Because I was
Yeah.
a fucking chubby kid.
Well, I mean like not like
Like
a little chubby. I mean like if they were like
if they fell
huge.
down the hill, they'd keep going.
Yeah, that kind of big.
Okay.
I'd be worried.
I wasn't that big, but I definitely had my roles. And some of that does like stretch with age,
That's true.
but
Yeah.
there's definitely an unhealthy point to it.
Yeah. There gets a point where it's like you need to do something.
Mm.
Well, I'm happy to hear though you weren't a fat kid though.
It's kind of a fat kid. Just put it this way: so my brother graduated high school, and my mom's like, "Let's go on vacation," and then proceeded to take us to the Bahamas. Me, my
You
aunt, my
went to the
brother, and me.
Bahamas?
Yeah, me,
Dude,
my
you
aunt,
must
my
be in a
mom, my
rich
brother,
family.
all three of us. No, no, it was only for his graduation, and that was the only reason we had ever stepped foot out of the country.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can understand that then.
But basically, we got down there the first night. We went to the Atlantis resort. We didn't stay at Atlantis. We stayed at a hotel that was across from it. It was a Comfort Inn.
Yeah.
But we could go over to the park. The first day we
Okay.
got there, I'm like, I want to see the beach because Bahamas, it's clear water. I can actually see. First thing I do is
Yep.
bail right into the ocean. I'm having a blast. I'm like 13, 14.
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
Oh no.
but one crucial fact I forgot to do was put on sunscreen.
Oh no.
And I was out for like 3 hours.
Oh Christ.
I got sun poisoning.
No.
When I stood up straight, I looked like a goddamn candy cane from my fat rolls I had.
No, dude. Oh.
It was awful. It was a terrible experience. The rest of the week, it hurt for me to do anything else.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
to be honest, I had a blast there.
I mean, I'm happy you had a blast before you died.
Yeah. Well, the first day, I fried.
It sounds like it. Jeez. Oh,
Now I
God.
have
Did you get any,
freckles all
like...
over my back from it.
Oh, that's nice. Did you get any, like, welts from it or anything?
Oh, my skin bubbled up, like blistered.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
like
oof.
we went to a pharmacy nearby, and I'm like, I need aloe.
Why do you sound like what's his name from The Hobbit?
Smeagol.
Smeagol. I need aloe.
Aloe, precious.
Precious aloe. That's what that sounds like. just like oh no, the guy from Lilo and Stitch that always dropped his ice cream and had the
Yes.
sunburn. The tourist. That's probably what you look like.
1000%. That's what I look like.
I always watched that. I felt bad for the dude. I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry for you.
The man just wanted his ice cream.
And this little girl and her alien had to go mess it all up all the time.
Constantly.
Constantly, man. Just all the time, man. I think that was my favorite show as a kid. No, I'm thinking about it.
It was one of my favorites.
It was a great show. Like, first off, that art style was amazing.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. And now I'm really into the amazing world of Gumball
Bitch.
and anime waifus. You okay?
Yeah, I'm playing Valheim right now, and I just got my...
Okay.
I got smacked.
I need to get that game. Is it fun?
It's super fun. Oh, I love it. Like, you already know my stance on it. Vikings, and I've been boating across the ocean. It's yes.
Raping and pillaging?
It gets like, well, pillaging, not really raping. I haven't got that far in it yet.
I hope that's not a mechanic in the game. That'd be a horrific. Just press F to rape. Just
This isn't Conan's Sextiles. Do you know there's mods for Conan that allows that, correct?
In what?
The Conan Exiles? There's mods that allow that.
There's
They literally called Conan Sextile mods.
The only sex mod I know of is Coffee Break for what was that GTA?
Don't know what that is.
Oh, God, look up. You just gotta look up.
Nope, I'm good.
Coffee Break mod because it was like
Nope.
essentially in like the old GTA games. They were going to allow. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was San Andreas, but like they were going to allow like you to basically have sex with people and you could see it.
Oh my.
But then they decided, you know what? We're not going to do that mod. And then,
I wonder why.
Yeah, they were like, we're not going to do that. Yeah.
It's like, nah, we're good. You good over there? Or are you throwing shit? Hello.
Sorry, my mom just came into my room.
Oh, gotcha.
But so okay, coffee break mod. So it was like they were gonna, like, you know, allow you to have sex and stuff. But then they're like, you know, we can't do that. It's inappropriate. Well, they never got rid of the code, so it's always been in the game.
So people have found a way to exploit the code.
Exactly. And then people got furious about it, like moms and stuff. And they were like, why is this in the game? Blah, 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 blah. It's like...
Not in the game.
I mean, it's like...
You can't
kind of like
stay out of my goddamn code.
It's kind of like a double-sided blade. It's like, on one side, it's like, yeah, they should have gotten rid of the code. But on the other side...
And they rightly should have.
On the other side, though, it's like, somebody did exploit the code to allow that.
I mean, technically the code's still there, though. That is on them.
That is true. Yeah.
Because people nowadays will find codes on random shit in games. like just shit that like assets that were never fully put into the game.
Yeah.
Like people find it with COD all the time.
Yeah, or like, that's how they get leaks for like Fortnite, Rainbow Six, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, here's what's gonna happen in the next season, and it's kind of like, why did you put what's going to be in the like next season, which is still in like a month, into the game this early? It's like maybe you shouldn't have done that. Like, I like how it's like the 15th time they've had a leak, and they're just still in the back, like, all right, we got a rat. Who did it? It's like, you idiot. You put it in the game.
To be honest, like, the games need those now. Like, just to show where they're going.
Yeah.
People would be furious if you took those away anymore.
That's true. People would be very upset. Because, like, people always want to know what's next up in games. They always want to know. Like, that's why, like...
And nobody's going to look at the patch notes.
Nobody looks at patch notes, man. I look at patch notes just to see, like, what they added, and then that's it. Like, if they're like,
to be fair,
buffs and nerfs,
I only
like,
look at patch notes for Overwatch. That's the only time I ever look at patch notes. Because it specifically tells you what they changed.
Yeah. Well, it's like for COD, I remember the only time I ever looked at the patch notes was, like, for, like, Season 4 of Warzone. Or something like that. I can't remember what season it was, but it's like, I looked at it and I was like, okay. And, like, all I did was, like, look at what skins they added, what guns they added, what attachments they added, and then I was like, that's it. I didn't look at anything else. I closed it. Because it was, like, a 4-page dossier of, like, 4 extra hit points. Yeah, fancy words, yeah. I've been sending out job applications today, so I've been using real big words all day.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, look at me. I'm trying to get a job at a bookstore.
Hey, big words help with that.
That's like exactly what I was thinking. It's like, I got a mom that's an English teacher, and by God, I'm going to exploit that.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, just, Mom, can you write my resume, please? Jimmy's mom. Oh, jeez. Like, oh, geez, I'm still just thinking about that, like, oh man, my webcam just went out for no reason. Why?
I still see it on the stream. Oh, wait, it probably hasn't caught up to it yet.
Oh, okay. I think it's back up. It's not even the right resolution anymore. Something happened. Whoa. What a great way to have the stream go. What the hell happened?
Perfect.
Perfect timing, man.
I've never seen anything more perfect in my life.
This makes me a little mad. Why? Why during the stream? Like, look at that. It's not even at the right...
You know
nothing.
Why.
Oh, Jesus. Now it's working. There we go. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Okay,
Jesus.
Now I can close that. There we go. Christ. Yeah, Jesus have mercy on me. Even though I don't speak Spanish whatsoever. Actually, that was a
2
fun...
years of Spanish.
You're lucky. I took 2 years of German, and I regret it.
Well, yeah, when the hell are you ever going to use German?
That was the thing. It was like, at first I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I really like Germany and stuff like that. I'm part German. I was like, this would be cool to learn.
And that part is neat since you're part German. But now you're like, well, goddamn, that wasn't practical.
Yeah, now I'm like, I haven't met a single German person since I took those classes. Like, this was pointless.
I've actually went to Germany. And ate at German restaurants and shit.
Yeah, well, you're also in the Air Force, so...
That's fair. I couldn't speak a damn thing. So it was a funny circumstance. So I was going there for training, but they sent me, one of my friends from the shop, and actually 2 of my friends from the shop, but they were in a different course at the same time. But they were civilians, so they were Brits.
Okay.
So
yeah.
2 Americans and 2 Brits went over to Germany and hung out for 2 weeks.
Oh God. I can only imagine what happened after that.
It was amazing.
Oh boy. I remember one day in our German class, I'm pretty sure I've told you this story. But like our German teacher was out, and so we had a substitute. And you know how substitutes in like language classes, they just hand out papers and then that's it. That's what we thought we were going to do. So we're like, "Oh, okay, start opening our stuff, pulling out our textbooks, papers, whatever." And then he just all of a sudden comes in and just, "Ah, hallo. Mir geht's." He was like, "Ich name Herr," whatever it was. And then he said like Kernel, whatever, and we were just like, what is going on? And he was like,
stop.
We were like, oh my god, he knows a lot of German. He goes, just so you guys know, I was a general in the army for 10 years in Germany. He's like, so I've gotten permission to teach you all German. And we were like, what?
Aye, Captain.
Dude, he gave us but here's the thing, he didn't teach us any German for the day. He just taught us what Germany was like. Yeah. It was the best thing ever. Because, like, I remember he gave us, like, drinking tips if we go. He was like, first off, don't buy individual glasses. They're very expensive. Get one giant glass and get a bunch of cups for everyone. And then just drink out of it. And we were like, got it. I still have that in my phone on notes.
That's hilarious, actually.
I had, like, so, like, I'm thinking, like, the day I go to Germany with my friends,
I'm gonna need this tip.
I think that's like the mentality of hoarders, dude. They're like, I might not need this now, but later on.
But I'll need it at some point.
I'll need it at some point, bro. That's gotta be what it is. Ugh. But, like, I remember that was so weird. Cause like he was telling us about like how like, cause like his wife is German, and he met her there, and they just got married, and I was like, first off,
that's actually what a lot of military do.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, first off, isn't that like a Marine Corps thing to do in the Pan-Asia area or something?
Well, that's like any military over in like Japan.
Yeah.
Area.
Do you see that meme this morning off of iFunny? Where it's like the orangutan holding the Japanese girl's hand. Oh.
I did not.
That was the funniest thing. Is like every Marine with their new local wife. I thought that was the funniest thing I saw. I was like, no, that's pretty accurate. I'm not military or anything, but I know that's accurate for the Marines.
Dude, it's accurate for everyone. My first supervisor, he has a wife from Japan, I think.
Oh, jeez.
Somewhere over in Asia. But literally, she still can barely speak English.
Oh, my.
And I'm like, God damn, you had to move across the world to find somebody that wanted to stay with you.
Ooh.
I actually couldn't stand this guy. I have a lot of bad blood to him.
Was he just not like a nice guy?
Bitch.
Or,
he was just. I was his first troop, so like he didn't know how to supervise. He didn't know how to get close to me. He didn't know how to talk to people. He was an awful like. I wouldn't say he was an awful mechanic, but the way he questioned me about things, it just was like, it was not how you should go about it.
Yeah.
He was a bad teacher. Like, there was nothing I could say about this guy to, like, give him props. I could give him props on one thing, because he thought I had depression at some point. He's like, hey, let's go out to breakfast and we could talk. But I didn't. He just didn't know me enough not to see that. Like, I wouldn't say I didn't get along with the people in my shop. We were different personalities that did not mix.
You guys just didn't.
All they wanted to do was go out and get hammered every day after work. And I'm like, that's not happening. I'm not about that. And I'm not going to act like I'm about that. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I hung out with literally 2 people from the shop that quickly became like my best friends out there. And then whenever he asked me, he goes, hey, you want to go jeeping this weekend with me? I was like, no, I'm not going out with you. Fuck no. And I was like, I have better things that I actually want to do.
Yeah.
And I'll say he did try to a certain degree, but it wasn't like trying to get to know you.
It just wasn't like enough.
It's like he had to try. Okay. He didn't try to get me to know me on a personal level.
Okay.
Like, it was only, what do you know about work? What do you know about this vehicle? What do you know about this vehicle? Not like, hey, what do you like to do in your free time? Oh, that's cool. And then, like, no, there was none of that.
Okay.
And I didn't care enough to ask him the same questions.
Mm.
Literally half the time we had to sit down, I was like, can I go now? I'm over this.
I mean, I'm pretty fortunate enough with like the fire department. I've never had someone, like a boss, I should say, that like I was like, I don't like them. I've never had like a captain or a chief that was just like, I don't want to be around them or anything. None of them were like awful. I do know there were a couple that like even while I was just learning stuff, I was like, I'm fairly certain what you just did was against multiple codes. Cause like, what was one of them somebody did? Oh yeah, they didn't do like, there was a fire and they didn't do an evaluation, which I don't know if you know in fire department, like
I have no idea about fire.
yeah, I'm assuming you don't since you're Air Force, but like they like drill that into your mind that you have to like evaluate everything. It's like if there's a fire, first thing you do is you do a 360 evaluation. Literally, you just go around the building, see what hazards there are, who's in the building, is everyone out, what's going on. It's exactly what you did in the fire department, and he didn't do it during a big fire, and I was just like, what? Because like at that point, we didn't know if there was somebody in the building. We didn't know if we would have to rush in. He didn't even like care about it. And I was like, uh, I know I'm like a probie here. I'm not supposed to tell you what to do, but you're doing this very wrong, guy. And like, oh my god. And I remember being told though there was one guy they charged with cowardice.
Oh,
Because
really?
like, yeah, that's a big thing in the fire department. You can charge someone with cowardice.
I didn't know that was an actual charge.
Yeah, so it's like if there is a fire call and you refuse to go on the call, whether it's like fire, medical, whatever it is, if you refuse to go on call, you get charged with cowardice or neglect of duty.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like if it's medical, I'm assuming they would charge you with like neglect of duty because that's not so much cowardice. But if there's a fire and you're like, I'm not going, they will charge you with cowardice. And I don't know if that's like every single department or every single city because they probably have different laws for it. But like where I am, they've charged people. And it's like you're like ruined when that happens. You lose your license permanently.
Screwed.
Yeah, like you lose your license permanently. You can get criminally charged. Like if at the fire somebody dies, they sometimes will charge you with their death. Like they'll give you manslaughter.
Makes sense.
And so you get in like a lot of trouble and stuff, and it's just like I don't understand, like people still keep doing this stuff, and it's like, why'd you get into the fire department if you're not gonna do your job? You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I get if like you're a McDonald's employee and you're like, I'm just not feeling it today. But it's
Into that building.
yeah, like that's a completely different thing. Being like, oh man, you mean there's been a plane crash and tons of people might be dying? Nah, I'm good.
I just had dinner. I'm laying down for the night.
You know what, guys? I don't really feel like, getting up now. I'm in the Lazy Boy. The Blue Jackets are playing right now. I don't feel like getting up.
Like, technically, I get charged with neglect of duty if I don't go on a standby call. If
Yeah.
I'm on call that week.
But you probably don't get like criminally charged for it. Or do you?
It depends.
Ooh.
It depends on what the asset is that is going down. If it's blocking a plane, if it's on the runway, if it's a certain high dollar or high priority item, if it's blocking a C-130 and you're like, yeah, it's fine, I'll get it in the morning. Yeah, fuck off. You're getting hammered.
Oh god. The president's motorcade has broken down, and a C-130 is about to land.
Yeah.
Just nah.
But there are formality questions you have to ask, like, is it blocking your runway, or is the asset needed, or what's your plans with it? Because I've had like calls from high up there in the chain,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, we have a vehicle that needs a jump start." And I'm like, "Cool. What is it?" They're like, "It's a cop car." I'm like, "Cool. Is it on the side of the road?" Yes. Is it blocking anything? No. Are you below like your mandatory vehicles you have to have? No. Okay, I'll see you in the morning. What?
Okay.
You're
Why are
not
you
coming out
calling me?
now? No, I'm not.
I think you've told
Now,
me
who's
about
your
this
supervisor?
before.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it like one time you and I were playing, and somebody called you,
Oh
and
yeah.
like you did the exact same thing. You're like, hello, okay, where is it? Okay, personal vehicle. Okay, I'll see you in the morning, and then you just hung up. I was just like,
That's what happens. I mean, if they have
I
a
mean
problem
that's
with it,
fair.
they'll get a hold of my supervision and they'll be like, "Hey, get your mans," and then I'll be like, "Hey, check yourself."
Yeah. That's so funny to me. I mean, that's lucky that you're allowed to like make those calls, though. It's like fire department, anything. Like, we got to be right on top of it.
That usually makes
Obviously, yeah.
sense because
Because somebody might be dying.
yeah.
Just
Now, if somebody was like, if it was like an ambulance, I'll be like, "Yep, I gotta come there," and then I
Yeah.
wouldn't have even told you bye. I would have just fucking bounced.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Because I've also had that happen where like a fire truck went down and they had a planned landing in like an hour, and I had to get out
Oh
there and get it jump
Jesus.
started and make sure everything was right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. Fire trucks are not something to mess around with. Those are expensive and heavy.
I don't know what kind of fire trucks you deal with. I'm assuming they're just like the regular like rectangle body styled.
I've seen everything at this point. Like, not even a joke. I've seen
Well, no,
even the brand
what
new
do
like.
you have?
Oh, what do I normally have? Yeah, normally
Yeah.
it's like the standard issue, like red fire truck.
Okay.
What you always see. Those are the ones
Gotcha.
I
We don't have
personally deal
those.
with.
We have like 2 of those on base. We deal with
Mhm.
strikers,
Oh, you got the
like
strikers.
Oshkosh strikers.
Those are nice.
That's what I had to go work on.
Oh Christ, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
It wouldn't be as bad, but the fact that I have no formal training in them, and then I had to
Oh
figure
yeah,
out what's wrong with it.
because they're
Yeah.
not the same like any other vehicle. Their engines are
No.
placed differently. Just everything is different
Yeah.
about them. It's like I remember
Yeah.
this is kind of like one of the weird, unique things with fire departments, police departments also, is that like a smaller department technically has more money than a big department. So like if I were to go to like New York's fire department, they'll all like usually have the exact same stuff and it'll be like relatively older, like instead of it being like, oh, this is the new 2015, it'll be like this truck's from 2005.
Yeah.
Like they still have trucks in service that are from 9/11.
Oh
and stuff.
shit.
Yeah. But like I've been through small towns where I've seen they have I would have to show you an image or something, but like the
I know what you're talking
absolute
about.
newest like electric fire trucks.
Oh my god.
Like they're completely electric and everything. They look weird too. They're not square. They're kind of like, oh my gosh, it's like imagine like those liquid pills with wheels. That's what they kind of look like.
Ew.
Yeah.
Like how the
I mean, it has like a
the
flat
Toyotas used to be.
kind
They're
of
like the
yes.
2008 Toyotas.
Kind of
How they
like
were like
that.
bubble.
Yeah, kind of like that, but with like the flat bottom, obviously. That's how they looked,
Yeah.
and it was just like they look weird, but they also look cool at the exact same time. I remember seeing those, and I slammed the brakes on my car, and I went right in. I was like, I gotta see what these are about.
What was it? I had No, I was talking to somebody about it, about that specific like Toyota style. They're like, "Oh, I love it. It's so bubbly and makes it look nice." I'm like, "That looks ugly as fuck."
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of
That's
crack
ugly.
you're smoking,
What's like
but
how
I am more of a square body guy.
it's kind of like how people liked the cubes. But I don't remember who
No,
made
the
those.
Nissan. Are they Nissan
Yeah,
cubes?
I think it was Nissan Cube. But like the Nissan Cubes, how ugly those were, and people kept buying them. It was
They
like,
were
why?
disgusting.
Yeah, I never liked those. I thought they were ugly. First off, like the back windows always threw me off. I would see
I
them and
didn't
be
like the
like, what?
wraparound of it because it wasn't symmetrical.
It wasn't at all. It was ugly.
Hmm.
But then like, what are they? The Porsche SUVs? I don't like those because I
Yes.
don't like how it looks like a Porsche 911 in the front, and then
Hmm.
it's just a mom van in the back. It's like, no.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
How
like a
dare you
Dodge
do that?
Caliber. It's kind of the same thing.
Oh God, I don't understand when people do that. It's just like, why would you do that? Because it's like Porsche 911 is like my childhood car. That was like the car I always saw when I was a kid and I wanted to drive. And then
Well,
I
yeah,
saw them
they're
do
super
that.
pretty cars.
They're pretty cars and they purr. They don't roar, they
Yeah.
purr, and I love that. So like when it was like I worked at Mannheim Automotive, which was like an auction company for cars, which I'm sure I've told you about. But
You probably have, yeah.
yeah, like there was like we always had like every single car from every single company every single day, and I remember always seeing those in like the Porsche SUVs, and I was like, I'm not even touching that. I was like, I don't want to get in that one. And somebody else was
See,
like,
I
you don't
about
want to
got
drive that? I was
fired
like,
for
no.
driving something like that. Well, not something like that, but
Well, an
a
expensive
million and a
car.
half dollar machine.
Oh my, you what were you driving?
A 40-ton rotator.
Oh Christ.
I was 17 at the time. This is back in like 2015. I worked for a towing and wrecking company, and we just bought it. Brand new
Oh
Jared
God.
and 40-ton rotator extendable. It had the works on it.
Yeah.
And my boss, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna head out for the night. Whatever, just call me if we have any calls." I was like, "Yeah, I got you," because I worked there I worked there during high school from like when I got off of school till like 8.
Yeah.
Well, middle of winter, snowing as fuck outside, and a semi comes in and has a blown tire. I'm like, "Oh,
Oh
okay."
jeez.
The bay we have the tire machine in has the rotator in it. I was like, "Oh, no problem. I drive shit all the time. I'll just move this on out of here."
Oh no.
I hop in, drive it out the thing, park it outside, get the tire changed, send the semi on its way. I haven't brought the vehicle back in yet because I was finishing up paperwork. Boss walks in. "Hey, why is the rotator outside?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, I moved it. I had to change a tire." He goes,
Oh
"Excuse
no.
me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I moved it. I had to change the tire." And then I gave him the money from the tire. He goes, "You ever drive the rotator again, and you're fired." I was like, "Ah, I understand. I got you."
Oh God. Oh, that's too funny. Jeez. I think the most
And
expensive.
I don't doubt that he would have fired me.
I don't doubt that either. For a half a million, yeah, your ass would have been grass.
Yeah.
I remember the most expensive car I've ever driven was like the absolute newest Rolls Royce.
Who was it? The
Yeah.
Wraith?
I can't remember what it was. I just remember they were like,
Because I
"This
think
is a."
they have like the Wraith, the Ghost, and the Phantom, I believe.
It was probably the Wraith. It was either the Wraith or the Ghost.
Was it one
Might
of the
have been
ones
the.
with the wooden interior?
No, well, I don't think it was
I was
wood. It
gonna
was
say
something
if it
else.
wasn't, if like the dash and the accents weren't wood, you were not in a high-dollar Royce.
I can't remember what the exact interior looked like because I was only in it for like a minute at the absolute most.
Yeah.
But like, I remember them telling us because it was like the year was like 2020, and they were like, "These are like the what would that have been at the
You
time? Like the
break it, you
20,
buy it, bitch.
Yeah, they were like, these are like, they said like these just came out of the factory, and I was just like, oh shit. And they're like, be
Why is my
careful.
penis erect?
Dude, I drove that thing. I've never been in a smoother ride. Not even a joke.
Oh yeah,
We
they're
have,
beautiful rides.
oh my gosh, they're so nice. We have huge potholes, or we had huge potholes at Mannheim. I remember driving that, and it was
Please
just.
tell me you fucking nailed a pothole.
I hit a pothole. I was going slow, but I kept going slow because I didn't realize I already gone over it. Because it was a huge pothole and I had nowhere else to go. And so I thought I had like, like I was about to hit it, and I was like, okay, about to hit it.
Where's it at?
About to hit it. Okay, where the? And then I looked in the rear view mirror, and it's like 10 feet behind me. I'm like, what?
Oh, my lord.
I know. I had a migraine that day, and it was so funny. I got in the Rolls Royce, was playing. It was automatically
cleared
playing
everything up.
classical music. Yeah, it got rid of it. Classical music and a Rolls Royce ride. Most expensive Tylenol pill you'll ever take, but it
was
clears
just
it
the
way
euphoria
faster.
of being in Rolls.
It's probably what it was. It was just so nice. And I think the coolest car I ever drove was a Hellcat. It was like,
That'd be cool. Well, like the Dodge
yeah.
is coming out with a Dodge Caravan with a Hellcat in it.
Yeah, dude, they're just taking cars
Like,
and throwing
why?
Hellcats in them. Everybody else is like, oh, we need to go hybrid. Dodge is like, do you think
Fuck
you can
that.
fit a Hellcat in a semi truck?
Dude, honestly, that's why I love Dodge.
Dodge is like the ultimate Chad. Like, their CEO has to be a Chad. He's just in the back going like,
1000%.
he's just in the back like, what if we put more gasoline in it? Just, it's like, what about more nitros? It's just like, oh, okay.
Are you eating? Are you slapping me with raw turkey? Okay.
What the hell is going
Crazy
on?
ass. She hit me with I have lunch meat turkey, and she walked over and she slapped me with it. Sorry, she
Interesting.
rolled it up and slapped me with it.
Ah, so she rolled up a turkey blunt and hit you.
Basically.
Nice. That is
Crazy ass.
Sam's something else.
She is.
Playing with
She's
her
been,
in Among
I've been
Us.
stuck with her for like a week.
Hey, at
You
least
stayed
you've
here
been with
last
someone
weekend
for a
too.
week.
Huh?
I said at least you've been with someone for a week.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm here with my family. God.
At least it'd only be better if you're in Kentucky.
No.
Not you.
I remember. Oh my god! I remember when I was working at Mannheim, and like, my two cousins had moved in with us. For everybody that doesn't know, I live with my mom and my sister, and not too long ago lived with both of my cousins who were sisters. So I was living with 5 girls in total. Luckily, one of them got married and she moved out, and the other one, she's engaged, so she comes and goes. But
For some reason, I thought you were about to say, luckily one died, so I was like, whoa, I don't know where that thought come from.
I would never say that. I consider them both sisters now. I think I like them more than my actual sister, but let's not say that. But like, I remember when I was working at Mannheim and I told everybody about that, and one of them goes, "Oh, dude, you're lucky you're living with a bunch of girls." And it's like, they're my family though. And he was like, "Well, that never stopped me." And I was like, "What?" I was like,
What are you doing, step bro?
Dude, oh my god, there's this guy we worked with. His name's Jay. I'm not gonna say his last name, but like, he constantly told us about like what he used to do and stuff. It's like, yeah, I banged lots of hookers and did lots of drugs, stuff like that. And then he told us one day about how he had like a threesome with his cousins.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you did what? And the wackiest thing, he's from Canada.
You did what with the who now?
That's what we were all like. We were like, what did you do?
You're like, hey, you can't say that.
I was just like, I kind of thought like the Skyrim guard just Stop! You violated the law!
Why?
It's just like, that was disgusting,
God.
bro, that I heard. Ugh. Sam doing more stuff to you?
She said her friend's gonna make a Twitch just to watch you.
Her friend? Oh, is this the friend that you were trying to hook me up
Yep.
with? Okay.
Hey,
nice.
she's single.
So am I, apparently. So, yeah.
Says apparently.
I haven't streamed in, like, yesterday was my first day back from streaming. It had been a week.
You take a little break.
I took a little break for, like, multiple reasons. One, I realized I had to stream for over 100 hours in 1 month. And I was like, I need an extended break. I was like, that is
your extended
worth
break and
the
my
bet.
extended break are completely different. I'll be on for a month and then won't post anything for about a month. There's no in between.
Oh,
That's a bad habit of mine.
Well, it was just like I needed a break, and I was like, I'm gonna like take a week off. One, I needed to take like a mental check, and then two, I had some like personal life stuff. I was like, I need to take a check for that. So then I did, and then I came back.
Chat, homie.
I know, I see my chat, but it's like, I need to take off the live chat thing. Well, I can't because this is a talk show, or whatever. We're doing a podcast.
Technically, you can.
But that's going to be weird on the podcast. Do you get what I mean? Because then, well, they'll see it on the podcast, so. Sup, legit. Welcome to the podcast that we're having.
You made that a lot harder than it needed to be.
Dude, but it's like, you know, everybody else I watch do podcasts and stuff on here. They never talk to their chats. Nothing.
Yeah. How many of them are like
Big?
us?
Or, oh, like us? None of them, because
hey, that's what weird. I thought.
Talked about, you know, the coffee break mod and all that. Now we're talking about, you know, incest, apparently.
Figure out what you were trying to ask me. Oh, bring it over here and I'll get it.
That too. But like, I had to take a quick break because it was like, I need to like look at everything, and I was like, I also need to start sending out like applications for jobs like that.
You know, that's always a good thing. You do need money.
I do need money. I'm trying to get a bunch of bookstore jobs because I was like thinking about, I was like, you know, that'd be a fun retail job to have. So I've been applying to like every single bookstore I see near me.
Mean to Ohio, but I'll be nice.
Yeah, why don't you stop on by someday when I'm working at Barnes and Noble? Yeah. You know, make that.
No, I was gonna say something like, "Wow, Ohio has bookstores."
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was Kentucky, I would tell you no, but.
Fair. At least it's a step up. I think.
Ohio is a literal step up from Kentucky. Just barely north of it. Actually, no, we're a good bit north of it. I don't know why I would say barely. Whole river and like everything else north. No, north. North. Oh yeah, you know, north, east, south, west. You know.
Aha! Large serpent.
What's going on? You fighting something?
Yes. So in the water, there are. So like in the ocean, there are big,
by the way,
like snake, serpent things that are humongous.
Okay.
And like they will fuck your shit up. If you're not prepared. But lucky for me, I'm prepared. And I'm on a big ass boat.
Where does this game take place? Is this in like Denmark?
So basically, you're trying to get to Valhalla. So it's Norse mythology.
So let me get this straight. You're trying to get to Valhalla.
Yeah.
By literally traveling on the mortal plane. And the only way to get to Valhalla through mythology is dying in combat.
No. So the preface of the video game is you have to beat like 6 world bosses, and then that will give you the power to ascend to Valhalla, basically. Or from my understanding. So
I don't remember
currently,
that from Norse mythology.
you know
Don't
what?
get me wrong, Norse
I don't know, man.
mythology is weird. By the way,
The game's
never.
fun.
I mean,
Eat my
it sounds
ass.
like it sounds like a fun game, but God, that is very inaccurate. Oh God, I'll tell you what. Never look up Norse mythology. Don't try to learn it.
Some
I'm
of
dead
it is
serious.
fucked up, but it's super cool.
It's no, it's not. It's weird, bro.
It's
Like
cool as fuck.
freaking
What do you want from me?
bro. I'm part Icelandic Viking. I looked it all up, and I remember just immediately like stopping the video that was like explaining how they thought the world came to, and I was like, what kind of shrooms were they on? Like how is this the conclusion they came up to? Yeah, this great Earth that we live on came to because a giant was sucking on a cow's udder, and a little bit of milk came
Yeah,
out, and that created the Earth.
100%.
Yes, Josh. This is a talk show now. This is the once a week talk show I'm doing, or podcast, where I bring friends on and I abuse them verbally because I can't do it physically.
The only abuse has been like from me to you. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know that's true. You have been making fun of Ohio a lot, and me, and my
Yeah,
voice keeps
that's
tracking. I love
Uh,
it.
To be fair, I haven't made fun of you a lot. Just Ohio.
Well, as an Ohioan, it's kind of the same thing.
You and Ohio are one. I feel it.
I am one. I am Ohio. I am the Ohio
He
State
is the
Buckeyes.
embodiment.
I'm the Ohio State Buckeyes, my friend. You know Urban Meyer? That's me. Even though he's no longer our coach.
You act like I know who that is.
He was the coach for Ohio State, and then he retired. Now he's going back, but going to go to a different school. He's kind of like the Tom Brady, but of coaches and of college football.
So like the Bill
How
Belichick.
much? Oh, how much would one second. He sent me like a tongue twister. How much wood
Yeah.
would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck all the wood a woodchuck cut. Yeah, gosh dang it. It's the second part that always gets me. A woodchuck could chuck all the wood a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Damn it. I'm not stop. I'm not gonna continue the podcast till I get it correct. A woodchuck could chuck all the wood a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. There we go. I literally have that all memorized. I used to say it all the time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would always say it to people just to impress them. And when a girl's like, "What that tongue do?" I'd be like, "Well, woodchuck could. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?" And they'd be like, "Oh yeah." Sally sells she sells by the seashore.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you're talking to me, huh?
Why'd you add an Asian accent onto that?
I don't know. I felt like it.
Oh, you talking to me?
Nani?
Nani the fuck?
Nani?
But like, yeah, every time I did that, girls would be like, "Oh, take me," you know.
I
Definitely.
100% doubt it. And
Yeah, you're
nothing
right
you
to
say
doubt
will
that.
ever convince me of the fact.
Yeah, you're right. Because I've literally never actually used that to get girls. I just did it in like intermediate and middle school, just to like throw people in for loops, because they'd be like, "Watch this, I'm gonna get him. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?" And I'd be like, "Well," and do it like completely clean, and they'd be like, "Oh fuck."
Mm. Nani?
Nani? You know what's probably bad? I've been drinking coffee throughout this whole thing.
Why is that bad?
Because I'm probably going to be up until 4 a.m. Because I finally got my sleep schedule back to where I want it to be. It's like 1 a.m. I go to bed now. So through drinking this, I'm not going to go to bed early tonight at all. Yay!
Yeah,
Up
I don't.
all
I go
night.
to bed at like 11:30.
The tongue twister is a get you laid guarantee. Yeah, because if they see you can twist your tongue, no problem, they're gonna be like, ooh. This is probably violating TOS. I feel like this is violating TOS.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't said anything bad.
True. Yeah, I haven't exactly explained why. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm clean. As clean as a mob boss when he goes to court. They all know what I've been talking about, but they can't prove that that's what I'm talking about.
I think you're just digging yourself a hole there.
What do you mean? It's not 6 feet deep yet. Can't bury me now.
Okay. Get him a shovel.
Just Tony. The shovel.
Tony.
All right.
Hit him with the shovel.
Gotta dip because you gotta work on Saturday. Man, you gotta work on Saturday too? Jesus, Josh. Alright, have a great night, Josh. Take care, man. See you later. If you want to watch the rest, if you want to see this whole thing, Josh, you can find it on YouTube later. Which, speaking of which, I still have not updated my YouTube. Like, I haven't put my new logo and stuff on it. It's still my very old logo.
Oh, your new logo. Looks dope. You haven't even put your new logo on Twitch.
Well, no, okay, so this one is just a, got a 25 stop
The Smoke
route.
Eaters one?
Oh, jeez. 1 second. Josh, you gotta do 25 stops tomorrow? Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy on you, man. Jeez. So, okay, the Smoke Eaters one is going to be, like, strictly for the stream.
Oh, gotcha.
And, or not for the stream, for, like, the podcast.
Or just the podcast. So it's a separate logo.
So, like,
gotcha.
Yeah, so it's, like, a separate thing, separate logo. Because it's, like, just going to be on Fridays. 200,000 square feet? God damn.
Hell. I don't know what Josh does, but
he's well, first off, you want to know what company he works for is?
Sure.
Weed Man. With that said, he does garden work.
I figured.
Because I remember he told me that the first time. Like, he didn't tell me anything about what he does. He just says, yeah, I drive a van that says a lawn technician. What an elaborate way to say I spray a lawn.
Hey.
Well, that's
all about wording.
Well, it's like how people are like, I handle financial transactions for a multi-million-dollar company. It's like, just cashier for McDonald's.
What do you do? I work at fucking Donald's, homie.
I work at McDonald's, bro. I handle public affairs. It's like, oh, what do you do? I'm a politician. Oh, that ain't
I'm a hooker. Public affairs. Sorry, my bad.
Wouldn't that be more like a porn star?
Kind of.
I feel like that's
I'm not sure
public.
what category that falls in.
Dude, Josh, you get $500 a week? Jesus, I want to do that. Just paid a ticket. Oh, there goes that $500.
Yeah. You had us, but then you lost us.
You had us in the first half, not gonna lie. I was thinking about this. I know I promised myself I would never bring politics up into this, but would you agree that, like, parking tickets are just, like, any kind of, like, fine or ticket is just a law that's for the poor? Because, like...
Cut out, dog.
Oh, okay, sorry. Would you say that, like, fines or stuff like that are just laws for poor people? Only 249.
No.
Well, that's good. No? Like, wouldn't you say that though? Because, like, if you were rich, you would just pay off the $200 parking ticket. Like, how's that going to affect Jeff Bezos?
Okay. But does that specifically target the poor?
Yes, because $200 to the poor is way more, and the poor tend to get ticketed more.
Okay, but do they...
Nice, Josh.
Do they have to pay more than Jeff Bezos if Jeff Bezos got a parking ticket?
No, they would pay the same amount.
So it's fair.
Not technically, because, like, think about it like this. If I made...
It's not fair. Okay. Yeah.
Think about it. If I made $300 a week, and Jeff Bezos, let's say, I don't know how much he makes a week. Definitely like $1 million a week. But let's say, like, he makes $2,000 a week. Who does it impact more? Does it impact the person who makes $300 a week more, because that's like 2/3 of their paycheck, or does it affect Jeff Bezos more?
argument is invalid because it doesn't target anybody.
It
So
doesn't
it's just as much
target
a
anybody,
hindrance
but
on
like,
Jeff Bezos as it is the poor person. Now, it might suck more for the poor person because they don't have the same resources that Jeff Bezos would have, but it does not specifically target them.
wait a second, Josh, you get 20 extra an hour
When he works overtime. Hell yeah.
Jesus, 20 extra, dude. Can I get your job? Jesus. You guys hiring out there in the Carolinas? I can't remember if you're from North Carolina. I think he's from North Carolina. But Jesus. But like, okay, think about it like this. Like, if it was something like, you know how they put like tons of taxes on stuff now?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so like, one of the things is like the President Biden right now is proposing that we put taxes, or like you have to pay extra for every year for your firearms. Who's going to have more access to these firearms now? Is it going to be low income people from like hoods and ghettos that actually need the protection, or all these rich people? Because now the rich people can afford to keep them, but
they both have the same access to them.
they have the
It's
same
just
access
the poor
to
people
them.
won't buy them because of the taxes. And
So
to be fair, he has
that's
not
the point.
passed that. That is an executive
He-
order.
Yeah,
So that only lasts for 100 days or until they can get it passed, which I highly doubt that will ever get passed.
I don't think he's ever going to do it, because I think
Nobody's ever going to do it.
who is it? The Supreme Court will stop it, because they've already
Until they
done
can
stuff
fill the
with that.
Supreme Court with like all Democrats, it's not going to work.
Yeah, but they're not all Democrat. Technically, right now, Supreme Court is highly Republican.
Exactly.
I think.
But what I'm saying is
So,
until they fill it with one party,
Yeah,
or with the most likely Democrats, it's not going to happen.
yeah.
Like there's zero chance it's going to happen.
I hope that never happens, though. I think they should make a law where it's like they have to be like either a slight majority or exactly equal in the Supreme Court. I think that should be a thing. Denver, North Carolina. Got it. Oh, they are hiring.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving to Denver, North Carolina. Getting a job as a gardener.
Nice.
One time I worked 2 weeks straight.
I don't know enough about the college and everything to be able to figure all that out. But what?
Jesus. Dude, Josh brought home $700 a week. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. That'd be about what I make.
I FedEx was like the most I ever made at any job, and was like in total I made like $23 an hour, because I started off at $17, got a $2 raise when the pandemic happened, and then we already got like an extra $3, $3 to $4 an hour if we worked the weekends. I always worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I always got the $3 extra an hour. So I made like $22, $23 an hour.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Why quit then? I didn't quit. I got fired. They let me go because they were
He
like,
was sleeping on the job.
no, dude, you want to know the bullcrap that got me fired? It
Yeah.
was literally, they hired a bunch of people for seasonal work, and then
And
let
then they laid
everybody
them
go.
off
Yeah, they
because
let them
seasonal
all
work.
off, and then they were just like, we're going to let you go too. I was like, I've been working here for almost a year. You guys have literally never complained about my work ethic, nothing like that. Like, I've even gotten hurt on the job trying to make sure I did the job correct. And they're like,
Oh,
Yeah,
never
but we
never
gotta
get
let you
hurt for
go.
a job.
it was like never like I intentionally got hurt. One time was because like a package was falling. I went to catch it, and it bent my elbow the wrong direction. If you know what I mean. Like, you know how your elbow,
Yeah.
like if you bend it normally,
Yeah.
it went the exact opposite direction.
Jesus.
So that was fun. And then one time was like I was literally just lifting a box above my head, and then my left shoulder spasmed for no reason. And so then like I started to like drop the box, and then like the box pushed my arm down and backwards.
Gotcha.
Josh said he got hurt on his job multiple times, probably because he was huffing the the fertilizer. Josh is in the back with the fertilizer. He's like cutting up with a razor blade, snorting it down the line.
Yes, manure.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I had a dog bite my ooh off. Dude, groin stories as dudes, it always hurts us. I don't know why. I think we can both agree on that. Boys will be boys. So long we have junk, it hurts. Oh, it's because of wet hills? I can understand that. I used to play sousaphone in the marching band, which is, the tuba. And I was walking down a hill while it was wet. I slipped, fell, and the whole thing, crashed on top of me. Those things weigh, 50, 60 pounds, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they're heavy boys.
Josh said he need the fuck out of the dog. Hell yeah. Dude, I love dogs, but if a dog ever, hurt me, intentionally hurt me, I would definitely punch it.
Oh, so we'd have.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We had an issue with our neighbor's dog. He'd always let it out, and it would always chase me, my grandpa, and my brother, and everybody that was outside. And he we had been living in this place for 20 years, and he just moved in. So he was already that dickhead. Yeah. And we went up to him and we're like, hey, you're gonna have to get control of your dog or some shit's gonna fucking happen to it. And one time me and my grandpa were riding around on the golf cart and it started to chase us, and I got pretty goddamn close and I booted the fuck out of it. I stood up on it and swung my leg out and just jacked it right in its jaw with my steel toe.
See, the story I was gonna tell, I didn't assault a dog, but
100%.
What happened was that I used to own a greyhound, and she was my high school's mascot because we were the greyhounds. And so we went to this thing where they have greyhound clubs or whatever, since greyhounds are such a exclusive thing. It's hard to find them, and they're always abused and stuff like that. So we went to this place where it was a huge open field that had fence all around it, so you could just let them go loose. We were talking to this one guy, and we're like, oh, which greyhound's yours? And he goes, oh, mine's Nutcracker over there. And we're like, why is he named Nutcracker? And he goes, watch this. He goes, and the dog comes barreling towards me, or towards us, and he says, call it, say Nutcracker. And I was like, okay, come here, Nutcracker. This dog is perfectly waist height, came right up, smashed me with its head right into my groin, and then just left its nose, had, my groin right on its nose. Yeah. And just left it there.
That's funny.
It was. He was just like,
that's why.
That's why it's called Nutcracker. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a great point. I was 15 at the time, so my balls just dropped. So I was like, balls just dropped. I don't have kids anymore. I won't have them.
Well, hell, Sam has 2 Great Danes, and they're both at basically waist height. And they have no idea where the hell they swing their tail. Oh. And every time when I go over there, they beat the shit out of my junk.
Jeez. That's awful.
That or one likes to lay on top of you and she elbows you right in that.
You have a 12-year-old dog that lives at the shop. That's nice. Also, smoke on the job. Nice. The dog's sweet. Oh, she's deaf. Aw.
Some of those are the best dogs.
I feel like some dogs with disabilities, whether they're deaf or blind, are the nicest dogs.
100%.
Probably because they don't know how to hurt somebody, but they're always super kind.
They're just like, where are you?
What is it? Okay, so the current dog that I live with is my cousin's dog. His name's Captain. He was named after Captain Morgan. Okay. Yes, the rum. And so he is 10 years old, but you wouldn't be able to know. He has almost no gray hair whatsoever. And it's the weirdest thing. He only now has some gray hair. And it's just around his mouth, the bottom jaw. And it's weird. Josh said, I like how we went from went from politics to dogs and hurting your balls. Yep.
That's fair.
That is very fair.
That's how it be sometimes.
This is how conversations go. You literally go for one thing, and then it goes to a completely different topic so long it gets brought up. It's the best thing ever. Especially with someone like me with ADD. Oh, it's going to go everywhere.
Swear to God, I have self-brought on ADD.
How does that work? See, I lane in the movie.
Like, I've noticed I can't do one thing at a time. I have to have two things going at once. So, like, when I play my game by myself, I have YouTube on and I'm looking up stuff on the wikis. And if that's not happening, when I'm cooking dinner, I have my phone on, I'm watching a movie or playing music. Like, there's always two things going on at one time. I don't know, it's weird. It's just, I've noticed it as I've been walking around. I'm like, huh.
It's just funny to me, like, thinking, like, through psychology. I have self-brought on mental illness. What? Alright, yeah, I'll see you later, Josh. I probably will be streaming tomorrow. I'm either going to play Risk of Rain or I'm going to get Valheim and play it, because I want to play that game so bad.
Have a good one, Josh.
Take care. Huh?
I told Josh to have a good one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something to me, and I was like, what? You talking shit, bro?
You fucking bet.
Just like, I'm still thinking about that. Brought on mental illness is like, yeah, I have
like,
brought on
when
anxiety.
I was a kid, I would never do it. Like, I just
well, probably because you didn't have that kind of same stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, I always had a radio and stuff.
That is true. No more Tarkov? I don't know, man. Dude, Tarkov took a toll on me, I'm not gonna lie. And then, of course, Devin stopped playing Tarkov, so I had nobody to play with anymore. Thanks, Devin.
Because of IU, basically.
That's
because
fair.
I enjoyed playing Bayou, and he's super good at the fucking game.
Yeah.
Because he's goddamn Bayou.
Oh
but
my God,
he
Josh.
can't ever load into servers.
Just
and hell, you can't even load into servers half the time.
Well, I couldn't load into them because of him. Cause like I could load into like any map, any game, but it was like half the time we would have to back out because of him. But here's the thing: he and I talked about it. We knew what was wrong. Half of the game was saved on his C drive. The other half was on his D drive.
Yeah.
And he just like was like, "Oh yeah, I need to change that," and then like he just never did it. He was like,
well, I mean, he doesn't have the internet for it, so he has fast gig. So he gets so many fast gig, like gigs per month, because of how his internet works. So like he either uses it to update COD and play with like the rest of our guys, or he upstates Tarkov and plays with just us.
Ah, okay. Josh,
so
why
it's
did
more
you?
Of like the two evil.
Josh, why did you put the football challenge flag in the chat? Just puts football challenge flags, 3 of them, and then Santa pointing. Okay. Josh, you are an enigma.
What did you call Josh?
An enigma. Stop that. We're not doing that on this podcast. It is not going to be a thing that we're going to do. No. Oh, God.
Get that.
I think I have... Oh, man, there was something in here. Yeah, I have an unbanned request. I think I'm going to keep unbanned. Wow. I'm pretty sure I know who it was, too. Who was it? Yep.
I know who they are?
It was Frank, because he said the N-word while I was streaming with him.
Oh, nice!
Yeah. So, I haven't talked to him in over a week because of it. I was like...
God damn it, Frank.
I am red flagging the no more Tarkov. I never said no more Tarkov. I'm saying... I'm saying I'm trying to play some other games. Much. Yeah, it's just I haven't played it as much, you know. You like SpongeBob? I love SpongeBob. SpongeBob's awesome. I never watched SpongeBob as a kid though. I'm dead serious. My mom I was raised in a Disney only family. My mom didn't like us watching Nickelodeon or like Cartoon Network. We were only allowed to
Wow.
watch Disney. Yeah, she thought it was
I've
too
never heard of a
inappropriate.
parent like not liking it.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, my mom was a teacher, so
Uh,
everyone
uh,
watching your stream. Oh, you're wait, what? Everyone watching your stream. What do you mean by everyone watching my stream? Huh? That's
I
all
don't
he
know.
said. He just
Yeah, I see.
Dude, this is one of the hard parts about streaming because like sometimes people will say stuff, and it's like I gotta figure out what they mean.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it'll be like somebody will say something, and it's like from something I said 5 minutes ago because natural stream delay, and I'm just like, what?
Excuse me?
Because like one time I was saying something. Oh, in the call. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Devin's watching it. He's also the only one in the call. I got the live stream right here on OBS. I'm watching it live. Dude, I'm not going to be watching your YouTube links while I'm streaming. I'll pop it up, pause it, I'll watch it later. No, we're not. Oh, I know exactly what you're sending me right now. I'm definitely not watching that. Josh sends me a lot of like those like messed up cartoons you watch of like different things.
God. Yes.
He sends me tons of those in chat. Just every single time I stream, he'll like send me
So,
one.
Josh, have you seen Happy Tree Friends? Let me ask you that question.
It's not like that. It's like he sent me one called Secret
Oh.
Formula, and it's Spongebob, but like messed up. You know what I mean? Kind of like Mickey Mouse, where it's like Mickey Mouse in Vietnam is a good soldier. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where he like kills Goofy.
No, I don't.
Oh god.
Kind of wish I did.
It was like Goofy was like, like we're not good soldiers. We killed civilians, and Mickey's like, good soldiers follow orders, and then shoots him.
Never seen
Happy
it.
Tree Friends is great.
You know what? More power to you.
It's like he sends me that kind of stuff, and it's like Jesus Christ.
That's kind of funny though.
Josh has seen Happy Tree Friends, and he's seen the one I'm talking about. It's messed up stuff, bro. It's like I watch it, and I'm just like, Christ.
What the fuck is happening?
We gotta show the world the flies. Oh God. Wait, what was the? Oh God. Oh, there was a recent one where it was with Snoopy and Charlie Brown. Cause like how Snoopy was like the flying ace. Or whatever.
Right.
In, like the old Peanuts cartoons.
Yeah.
So like it was with him and Charlie Brown. And like it was World War II. And like basically Snoopy was like a psychotic, kind of like a pilot on the edge, like braking.
Yeah.
And he was just like killing people very unnecessarily throughout the whole thing. Like they were flying over a German base during World War One, and they were like, "Oh!" And like Charlie Brown's like, "Oh, we found the base. We need to go back to command and report it." And he was just like, Snoopy just goes, "No, they're sleeping. Get the mustard gas." And I was just like, Jesus. I could have sent you the one about the Super Bowl. Oh, I've seen the one about the Super Bowl with Tom Brady kissing his son. Yeah, I'm not watching. I hated that one.
Excuse me?
So, like, okay, you know how every Super Bowl, when Tom Brady wins, he kisses his son?
No.
No?
No. You know how often I pay attention to Tom Brady?
Oh, that's fair. But so, like, that's what Tom Brady does. Every single Super Bowl, he kisses his son. And so, keep in mind, his son is no longer, like, a little kid anymore. Like, where it's, like, kissing
For a
them on
minute,
the...
I thought you were about to say alive, and I was be like, whoa!
No, that's not what it is. His kids are alive and well. But it's like, like, his son's, like, old enough to where it's kind of like kissing them is now, like, a little uncomfortable.
Weird thing, yeah.
Josh, stop trying to peer pressure me into watching your messed up YouTube videos. But so basically,
Continue, Josh.
Like, essentially in the video, Tom Brady, like, takes the kissing too far, and his wife tries to, like, interrupt it, and he just, like, beats the crap out of her.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It,
Funny.
it was
I'm
messed
sorry.
up. It was funny, but it's like, after watching it, you're just like, I need bleach.
What the hell did I just watch?
What the fuck? That's exactly what it was like. Oh, Christ.
You hear what in the fuck?
I'm just trying to get a laugh, man. Josh, I know you're trying to get a laugh, bro. But you don't have to send me these messed up YouTube videos, man. You can just talk to me. You got me laughing when you told me that, you got your, genitals bit off by a dog.
It takes to make you laugh? What an asshole!
Whoa, first off, you laugh too. I don't want to hear it, okay?
Oh no shit, but that's not all it took to make me laugh. Jesus. You believe this guy?
What do you want from me, bro? Alright? Hey, it's not my fault SNL's not funny anymore, alright? Leave me alone.
Sure.
Oh, Christ, I hope certain people in my family don't watch this video. Because of what I've said about SNL. I'm not worried about anything else. Okay, but Josh, you didn't say almost bit off. You said it bit off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go look through chat. I had a... Oh, no, he did.
He said almost.
He did. He did say almost.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dickhead. Don't worry, Josh, I got you.
Honey, where's the noose? Honey, where is my noose?
Soup. Oh, I thought we were going with the super suit thing, but okay.
Honey, where's
Honey,
the cyanide
where's my
pills?
super suit?
Where's my super noose?
I
See,
can
man,
hear
watch
that
the
asshole in my
videos
bedroom.
is what I want. I know that's what you want. What?
I could hear that, like, Sam in the bedroom. As she going, as she's talking to somebody on the phone. Over there talking shit.
Yeah.
They're plotting on me.
Oh god, that reminds me of those like pictures where it's like a guy's like reading a book that says how to know if your cat's plotting to murder you, and his cat's behind him, just like staring right at him.
You want to go down this road, John?
I mean, sure.
No. I was meaning like the cat fit there, the cat field, Garfield meme.
The cat field meme. It Twitch
Jesus.
friendly. Josh, nothing you've ever sent me was actually Twitch friendly. Like morally Twitch friendly. I know it's TOS friendly. But I want to see what he said. So like, wait, okay. So like when I banned Frank, usually they can say like why they should be unbanned, but he didn't say anything.
Called you the word.
Dude, like, it was so,
Listen
what
here,
happened-
you. Beep.
Basically what happened was he and I were playing like Call of Duty. We were waiting for Homeless to get on. We were just like 1v1ing. And like I was beating him by a lot. And he just randomly said it. He like got mad and just said it, and then like it was obvious he did it on purpose, and he laughed about it. So I had to like end the stream, delete the VOD and everything. I was like, God damn it.
That's fucked up.
I know, and he never even apologized for it. He just thought it was funny. Does the other guy got a Twitch channel? Oh, Devin, who I'm talking to? Yes, he does. I should have added your name to
Sure.
the title. Why did I
Yeah,
do
you
that?
should have. Wow, what a dickhead.
With Ewing88wv. Hey, would you look at that? It's in the title now. Wow.
Yeah, wow. So crazy.
There is no way I'm trying to put in my own chat your thing and it brings up the chat rules. I know my own chat rules. They are my chat rules. I wrote them. It's like telling George Washington, by the way, here's what's on the Constitution.
You know what? That's fair. You go ahead and tell George Washington what's on the Constitution.
Twitch.tv
I'm sure he'll agree with you.
/Ewing88wv.
Worry about it.
There you go. I plugged you, my guy.
Sam's questioning me about our butt chugging incident earlier.
Bro, it wasn't an incident, man. Like, listen.
Hey,
When somebody challenges me, I just gotta do it. Imagine if you had a butt chug with, like, tequila.
Well, I would assume most people do it with, like, vodka. So.
I thought they would do it with beer. Why not beer?
You want wheat in your ass?
And vodka's better?
Well, yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know. It's better because it's not like doesn't have like the bubbles or anything.
Not all beer has wheat in it. Some of it has IPA.
I don't even know what that means.
Check whispers. Check your whispers. You don't know what IPA is?
Fuck no.
You don't know what beer IPA is. It is.
I know what an IPA is, but I don't want to know what it takes to make it. Josh, I will check my whispers.
Oh God.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I think. I don't even know. I think for like my 21st birthday, I want my first like legal alcohol beverage to be just flat out like the hardest liquor I can find. I'm gonna take a shot of it. You ever chugged an entire You ever chugged an entire bottle of vodka by yourself? No, because I'm not of age yet, and there is no way any parent would do that. What happened?
God damn it, Josh! I watched some of the video he sent.
Oh, is it the one that he sent me the secret formula?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have.
It's funny. I'm not gonna lie, but it's fucked up.
Those are the videos he constantly sends me. I've seen like most of them because of him. So it's hilarious. It's just the videos he sends me. I drank 24 case on my own. Jesus, Josh, that's alcoholism.
Get it. But in how long?
That's a question. I had the most. I was plastered. Yeah, you're gonna be plastered. You drank a 24 case. Jesus. I think the most alcohol I've had at once was where I had. How many shots was it? I think it was about like 12 shots of vodka. And I didn't get drunk from it, which was weird.
In like 16 hours, Jesus Christ. So the most I've drank in one setting was at my buddy's 21st birthday. We threw a party for him out in the woods, or at my aunt's cabin. And
yeah.
What was it? You know the old Southern Moonshine, like the Old Smokies. Yeah. That's what it is. I think. No, it's the Southern Moonshine. Yeah.
You just chugged that.
They got one called Blue Flame.
Oh Christ.
That's 64% alcohol.
Oh my God.
I got a full jar of it. Everybody took a sip out of it, and then I continued to drink the entire thing. I drank it in under 30 minutes.
Oh,
started drinking at 10, finished the bottle at 10:30, and I don't remember past that point. Apparently, at like 4 a.m, they threw me into the tent. But I was awake and kicking that entire time.
Jesus. Josh said the hardest was 2 bottles of moonshine in one setting. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah. I actually got some moonshine sitting in my fridge. It's homemade.
I think the most amount of alcohol, like non-hard alcohol I've drank was only like 5 beers. It was Dos Equis. In about an hour. But like it was already
Mike's Hards, I can destroy those.
Those aren't too bad.
No, I do
pretty easy.
I will sound like a bitch, and that's fine. But I like fruity, girly drinks.
That's fine, man. Hey, whatever gets you intoxicated and helps you beat your kids.
Well, I don't have kids, but yes.
Oh, that's fair. I don't remember after the first, and my friend said I beat that. Oh my God, Josh. Hey, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the first episode of my podcast. We're talking about getting drunk.
Yeah.
Josh.
You know what? That's fine. That's fair.
That's kind of fair.
I get that response.
Hey,
I mean, I am in the Air Force.
That's fair. Hey, bro, Lab Betty. Is that how you would say his name? Tell me if I'm Labite. You know what? That's how I'm gonna say his name. Labite. Hey, Labite. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate that. I just saw that pop up. All respect lost to. Oh yeah. Well, that's what got you to lose all his respect. After all, he is in the Air Force.
I am not respect worthy at all, so that's fine by me.
He's in Chair Force, first of all. You know.
Okay, listen here, pussy bitch.
Did you watch Freaky? No, I haven't watched Freaky.
What's Freaky?
Is that a movie or something? That's what I was about to say. I was like, wait, what's Freaky? I'm looking this up right now.
Oh God.
What's Freaky?
It's
Is it
gonna
Freaky
immediately
Friday?
say your mom.
It's a Noose Vance Vaughn movie.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I
Look
can
that
get
up.
behind some Vince Vaughn.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, as soon as you said Vince Vaughn, I always forget. Oh, there we go. Vince Vaughn. Well, actually, Air Force is better than Navy, but just a little. What?
At least I'm not running around screaming I'm a seaman.
It's a noose. What? Okay, wait. Vince Vaughn. Freaky. Oh my god. This ad's not closing automatically. I have to close it myself. Oh! Yes! I know about this movie. I haven't watched it, though. You said it's a noose? What did I say was a noose?
I don't know.
I know. Okay, so Freaky is like the movie where it's there's a teenage girl and a serial killer, and they accidentally swap bodies.
Oh, is that any good?
I haven't watched it yet, but it looks pretty funny. You said it's news about the movie. Did I say that about the movie? I said the movie was a noose. I don't remember saying that. Gonna be real honest. I watched it and it was actually really good. Okay, I'm gonna watch that then. If I ever get a date, I'm watching that movie with them. Yep. You said it's a noose movie. Are you sure I didn't say it's a new movie? Or maybe I'm stupid. I am like
still
through
about nooses.
I am fully through 2 cups of coffee. That's probably what it is too, yeah. We were talking about nooses. I am through 2 cups of coffee, so watch your video. Wait, watch your video? The secret formula? I will watch that after stream and I will whisper at you about how I am now traumatized for the rest of my life. That's what I will do. Watch my Twitch video. You made a clip? Is that what you did?
He wants you to go back and look at your Twitch video, goddammit.
I'll look at it later, man. I can't look at it right now. I can't rewind my own live stream. I'll watch it though later. No, I don't know how to clip and why not. Because why not is because I literally can't rewind a stream while it's live. I can do it once it's closed and it's a VOD now. Yep. But I can't do it right now.
Why do you call it a VOD?
Because that's what it's called. It's called a VOD.
It's video.
Yeah, they call it a VOD.
Oh.
Like, because if you look at Twitch TOS, if you violate TOS, it says delete your VOD afterwards.
I'll be like, what the fuck's a VOD?
I've seen people do it live. I don't know how to do it live then. Man, listen, I got 58 followers. You think I'm like... you think I'm XQC? No.
I think he's... well... He is from Ohio. Let's get this sorted out.
You say this every single time, man. You say this so much. You a fireman, you supposed to know it all. First off, you clearly do not know firefighters if you think I'm smart. Let's get that clear. Alright, first off.
Hey, that's my jurisdiction.
Secondly, yeah, if it's any jurisdiction to be smart, it's actually Ewing's. Because he's a mechanic. Alright? I'm a firefighter. You know what we do? Ooh. Big Smoke, we put water. That's what we do.
You're kind of like one of the other guys I play with. he does stuff shit like that, and he's like, water.
Return to monkey.
That's what he does. That shit.
6 viewers though. Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Monkey. Ugh. Christ. I love those memes though. Return it to monkey. I should make that my my follow notification sound.
Hell yeah.
Cause I'm starting to get like annoyed by the rock and roll one because it's so loud. I turned it down to like volume level 2, and it's still like blasting out my ears.
I don't even know what my follow noise is. I think it's just a OG thing.
Probably is. Dude, let me take care of your Twitch channel for you or something. Like,
you know what? You
like
could be my
after
editor.
the stream. After the stream, let me like make everything for you. I mean, dude, like I made this logo and everything myself.
Technically, you were still supposed to make my overlay. I'm still waiting on that.
Oh well, I said anytime you want to do it, you tell me and we'll do it together. And then you never told me. Don't worry, Josh. I still have 6 right now.
Oops.
I did hit 7 viewers today. I think that's the most I've had since I did the cake stream.
Oh, you did get a lot for that one.
That
I
one,
remember
I
I
think
was there while I was trying to work.
I think I got 10 congruent viewers
Something like that.
during that stream because I hit a Twitch goal for it. Because then I also got 10 people chatting at once.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Mr. Krabs. Oh man. Man, I gotta pee because I drank 2 cups of coffee.
Now, Mr. Krabs.
But yeah, Josh sent me more.
I know. He said it to the chat.
It's Lil Dicky,
Josh, I thought you
Lion
had to
King.
go to
Oh,
work.
I've seen Lion King. Yeah, he does this every single time. I'm not joking. I was playing Tarkov one night, and like I was doing a reserve what's it called, marked room runs, and he was like, okay, I gotta go. 30 minutes later, he just pops in and goes, never mind, I'm back. I was like,
Never mind. I wanted to come and chill.
He was up until like 12 a.m. with me. Just
Dedication.
Or no, 1 a.m. That's what it was. I was streaming till 1 a.m. He stayed the whole entire time. And I was like, don't you gotta go to work? And he was like, it's fine.
Fuck.
I can run off of 4 hours of sleep. And I was like, Jesus.
Immediately goes, oh, fuck.
Dude, that was me on school nights when I was in high school. Just all of a sudden realized it's 2 a.m.
Dude,
fuck.
I was constantly going to sleep past like 2.
I think
like, I'd
everybody
only
did
get
in high school.
3 hours of sleep or so.
Nobody
like,
ever
I'd
got
be
like
just
8
fine.
hours of sleep. Ever. I don't know how I did that in high school. How I got up after 4 hours of sleep and was just like, yep, let's go to school.
I was like, I feel just fine.
Justice, I try to support when I can. Dude, it's fine. I don't want you, though, getting fired from your job because you slept past the time that you were supposed to get up. I can't believe also just says slap past the time. I'm mad at myself. I try to create a new past tense for sleep. That's what I get. I slepted. Oh my god. Like, yeah, how did I do that in high school? I remember my senior year, I turned into, like, such an old person. Because, like, I was bringing cups of coffee in every single day, like, black coffee. I had, like, the cup I currently have, I had when I was a senior in high school. And I just drank the whole entire thing in, like, an hour.
Yeah,
Which
in
is 2
high
cups
school, I
black.
wasn't a big coffee guy.
I remember my senior year of high school, they banned outside food and drink because so many people kept ordering food.
Yeah.
And, like, somebody was telling me, like, no, you're not allowed to bring that coffee in because it's outside food or drink. And I was like, yeah, I really don't care. Because then, like, I remember somebody was saying, oh, you're just getting a privilege because your mom's a teacher. I'm like, no. If anything, I would get in way more trouble because, like, if I did anything in my high school, my mom would know. Yeah. If I was late to class, my mom knew. That's not a joke.
Oh yeah, you can't get away with shit when your mom or when your teachers or parents or fuck.
When your parents are teachers.
Yes, that.
That's a clip moment. I'm putting it on Twitch. 2 hours, 8 minutes. Got it.
Speak.
You know, I think I told you this. Nobody else really knows this because I haven't talked about it much in stream. My mom was my English teacher my sophomore year of high school. Suction Cup Man. Oh, I've seen Suction Cup Man. I love Suction Cup Man. Fuck. Thanks, Devin. Look what you did to me.
Yes.
You bastard. No hablo inglés. Nicht sprechen. I forget how to say English.
Sprechen Sie English.
Ich sprechen das English.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? I don't know.
Ja, ich sprechen Deutsch. I know you don't, though.
Sure.
Oh my god. So, like, my mom was my English teacher, and literally, like... Oh my god, my webcam went out again. Why?
Good.
Yeah, I know it did. This is the second time it's done it. Oh, but the quality's back. Alright, whatever. But, like... I remember, like, every single day, like, I had her class, and then, like, one period after, or 2 periods after, I go home. It's 8.
Yeah.
So it's like, I had her, like, 5th period or something. 5th, 6th period. No, I had her 6th period. That's what it was. 6th period, and we had 8 periods out of the day. So it was like, I think the last period I had, though, was, like, our study hall. So I would basically just go to her office. I would be in there, and she'd go, "Did you get your homework done?" I'm like,
"No."
When? When could I have done it? I just got out of math class. It's just like, Jesus, Mom. And then, like, I remember my senior year. My senior year was, like, the coolest year ever because all I had was 3 periods. Josh, you were sending me so many YouTube videos. Christ almighty. This one's not even opening. Okay, well, now it did. You sent me this one already. You literally sent me that song. Stop. You sent me a song called I Need Drugs. And I've listened to it like twice now. Because of him.
Good.
Oh, God.
He's just making sure.
So, okay. Anyways, I know you do, Josh. You definitely need drugs. You need medical drugs. For your head. But so do I. But
I
so,
was gonna say, like, you're one to talk here.
That's fair. That's fair. But, like, so, like, my senior year, all I had were 3 periods. I had Algebra 2, and then I had Senior English, and then I had Financial Algebra, which was, like, taxes, all that kind of stuff.
I wish we had a class like that. We had one for personal finance. It's actually a class I got a detention in. I did not, like, get detention. I got 2 detentions my whole high school career.
I broke my brain 17 times. Nice. Still kicking. You got 2 detentions?
Yeah.
I didn't get a single detention.
One was, like, well deserved because I was straight up telling one of the teachers, like, I was not going to do the thing because it didn't make sense to me. And he was an old bitch, so I don't care.
Never question old elders.
Oh no, he was a dickhead for no reason.
Sounds about right.
He was also my driving ed instructor, and people would start riding in the car with me because they heard that me and him didn't get along.
Oof.
Like, we would literally have matches in the car, yelling at each other.
Imagine doing that with your driving instructor. Just, fuck you, bitch. No, fuck you, bitch.
Basically.
Josh said he got expelled in middle school. I got ISR in middle school for punching somebody.
The hell is that?
ISR, in school retention. Instead of, like, getting expelled, or not expelled, like, suspended, you would just spend the whole day in a room by yourself.
Oh, like in school, yeah.
Yeah, so in school suspension kind of thing. And I broke a door in high school. I about got expelled. Josh, you sound like a real... Josh sounds like he's got anger issues. No cap.
Josh sounds like something I don't want to fuck with.
I know, Josh
you
is
break a door in the high school? Okay.
Josh is making me very worried. Jeez. But, like, I remember in, like, elementary school, we had like crossing guard or whatever we called it. I don't remember what it was. But like basically like little kids could like become like the guards for like people that walked or whatever to school to make sure they didn't get hit by cars because people did not care in our city. They would like straight up hit kids and just keep going and then drop their kids off at school.
That's fine.
I can pop my
That's
knuckles
just
with a
like
fist. Lucky. I wish I
that's
could.
just natural selection. If you can't get it out of the way of a car, you're fucked.
How about the car just doesn't hit a child? But like, okay, so anyways, that's what I did like when I was in 4th grade. I remember one kid and we just didn't get along, and one time he got so mad at me. So like we had like the little flags that were made out of like really thick pieces of wood for the handle. He just took it and like hit me right across the back, nearly breaking my spine. And then just started running away. How about you watch out and not be a dumbass? How can you watch out for a
attaboy
racing car? Don't encourage him.
A racing car.
A
I
car
don't
that's
encourage
racing.
that. I say cheers to that.
Jesus. I broke the door with a kick. Jesus, Josh, you are not a part of the SWAT team. Jesus, this is not Rainbow Six Siege. What are you doing? Use your eyes. Bro, both of you are pissing me off with this thing now. Bro, not my fault the kid was walking across the street.
Should have fucking looked both ways.
Oh my gosh. I got a semi 12
That's
gauge.
a basic survival. Oh wow.
Jesus. I'd show what I have on. I'd show what I have, but I'm not. I don't want to show that on stream now that we're talking about guns.
Why not?
All right, fuck it, fine.
I would show mine, but I don't. You guys can't see what I have.
Yeah, that's something I thought about doing. Was having people. Wow, my webcam went out yet again. What the fuck?
You
Something is
good,
like-
home dog?
Something is wrong with my computer.
I don't know. You just lagged the fuck out though.
I don't even know what's going on. I think it's like I pulled some wires by accident. Okay, 1 second.
Nice.
Ah, come on, James. There we go. I'm gonna like carefully pull this up. I pulled the magazine out. I look like a weird mob boss doing this. This is what I got. There we go. Yep. Co-stream, goddamn autocorrect. Oh, I wanted to, so okay, what I wanted to do originally for this stream idea was to have where we both have like our webcams on for Discord.
Oh yeah.
And I just make like a custom overlay so that everybody can see both of our webcams. But I didn't have anybody at the time to help me do that, so I couldn't do it. I bet my 12 hurt more. Your 12 probably does hurt more if it had slug rounds. I'd guarantee that. I don't doubt that in a bit.
I feel like the 12 would hurt more regardless.
Not if it had birdshot.
The fuck you mean?
Have you not been shot with birdshot before?
Well, I haven't been shot, period.
I've been shot by 7.62, and I've been shot by birdshot. Both by accident.
You don't get shot by 7.62. And how by accident?
So, okay, I went to one of those, like SWAT team kill houses.
Yeah.
Because it was like one of those days where it's like the public can come to them. And so I was one of the guys they allowed to do the live fire. So we were going around, and one of the guys dropped their gun, and it literally hit the ground and shot like right above my ankle.
So it shot you in the leg?
Yeah, it shot me like...
Nice.
I can kind of show. So it was like my right leg. I'm not wearing dress socks, by the way. Right leg, like right about here, I think. So it like barely missed my bones. And I don't think it hit my Achilles because I didn't have a problem with it. But I went straight through and I was fine.
If you If it hit your Achilles, you'd be fucked. You would not be walking.
I would not be walking at all. But like it didn't hit it or something, and that I think they said was like weird. But wait, you never been shot? No, I've been shot. Devin hasn't been shot.
I've not been
Now,
shot.
buck in the back is pain spread all over. That's true, but like when I got shot with the 7.62, even in my leg, it hurt a lot because it was just like one, it was straight through and through, and then like it tore up some muscles, so that hurt a lot. But then when I got shot with buckshot, when I got shot with buckshot, I was very young. I can't even remember.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was like a complete accident. Like, essentially, we were doing those, like, clay pigeon shootings. And it got too low, and the guy still shot anyways. And, like, I had a couple BBs hit me.
I had my finger cut
Yeah.
off. I don't know how.
I'm interested, Josh. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Intrigue
same.
me. Did you mess with the Yakuza? I had to cut off my pinky because I didn't bring an order of cocaine to the Yakuza on time. Oh, Christ. That's something we could talk about. All the like mafia and like cartel people I knew.
Didn't know any of them.
I met some guys who were definitely like, they never told me, but it was kind of like, yeah, you're a part of like the Italian or Russian mafia. One guy was definitely like a part of the Russian mafia because he had a thick Russian accent, and the other guy had a what was it? He had like a weird Boston Italian accent, and like just the way he like kind of walked and talked about himself, I was like, yeah, he's mafia. I was like, there's no doubt, he's mob. And then what was it? Oh, I was friends with a bunch of cholos in high school, and they definitely ran cartel. I have a pellet gun, and it snapped.
You say cholos.
Yeah. What? Wait, I can't say cholos?
I don't think you could say cholos.
Cholo means
sure
Hispanic.
That's a bad word.
Cholo means Hispanic gangster.
Yeah, but isn't that derogatory?
No, because they all call themselves cholos. I don't think it should be. If it is, then I apologize. I never knew.
Well, there's another racial group that uses another word they refer to themselves as, but we can't say that either.
That's true, but like they never saw it because like because like everybody called them cholos. Maybe it is a bad word, and I'm sorry if it is. I had no clue. I'm very sorry. I've never been made aware if that's a bad word. I'll look it up real quick. But wait, okay, so Josh said I had a pellet gun and it snapped shut and cut it off. The doctor said, stop saying it. That's true, I should stop saying it. Doctor said they can reattach it if I could get it, but there was nothing but a fingernail left in it. That's disgusting. I'm gonna look up real quick.
That's fucked up.
Is
I do like how we acknowledge that it might be a bad word and then just continue to say it.
yeah,
that's
like
a good call out, Josh.
It literally says is a somewhat derogatory term. What does that mean? Either is derogatory or it isn't.
Bro, we can't say SIMP. What do you mean?
That is fair. Don't spell it, you shit.
I didn't say it.
That's fair. But if I spelled out some other words, I would still get in trouble. Okay, wait.
I feel like
I'm
it's
reading
a gray
about this.
area. That's fine. Just send an email. Email to Twitch. Hey, is blank a bad word?
Okay, wait. Okay, so in Mexico, it means gangster. So that's what they call gangsters in Mexico.
I understand this, but the fact is we are not in Mexico.
That is fair. That is fair. Wait, okay? I'm looking up. Is blank because I'm not gonna say it anymore. Against. I can't spell against apparently. No, it's definitely not, because there are people named Cholo.
Oh, really?
Yes. Twitch.tv, and there's literally Cholo Twitch, and it's a guy's channel.
My God.
No, I'm allowed to say it.
That's fucked up, Josh.
Josh, you cannot do that. Oh my God. Wait, okay, Josh
He's
said,
telling a story about his fucking nail.
I was loading wood in a tractor bucket, and it went under the back of... Ah. So, like, when you say the back, oh, he means, like, oh, this part where the cuticles are. Ooh. I've had my foot stepped on by a hockey skate. I remember that. That was
Sister
fun.
had her foot stepped on by a Clydesdale.
Ugh. On your middle finger. Was it your right hand or left hand? Which one was it? I gotta know this now. Sweet. Oh my God. By a Clydesdale, dude. Those things, how much do those things weigh? Like 2-3 tons?
Horses.
Left. Oof. What'd you say?
They're draft horses.
I know what they are.
So they're big.
I know. My cousin works with a bunch of horses, and I've been with her to help with Clydesdales. Those things have to weigh like 2,000.
At least, yeah.
There is no way they
heavy
weigh
as
less
fuck.
than that. They're about the size of a moose. Right? Is the one
I'll
you
take your
burnt.
word on it because I've never seen a moose in person.
Oh, moose are gigantic. They are horrifyingly huge.
I've heard that, to be honest.
Wait, okay, Josh. I'm learning many things about you during the stream. How would you burn your right hand? Just said, oh gosh. Do I have a Facebook? I have a Facebook, yes, and I never use it. Literally, the last time I used it was back in 2018. Yeah, 2018 when my niece was born. And I literally just updated my profile picture with me holding my niece.
Wow.
I think that might have been too much information because now people can find me. They know my name's John, and they know I live in Ohio.
I'm sure you're the only John to live in Ohio.
But my picture, and it's my legal name in there too. They're gonna find it. Fuck.
You fucked up, kid.
Dude, you want to know what's funny?
No.
Cholo is literally a category on Twitch.
No way.
I am looking at it right now. It says
That's
0
fucked up.
viewers but 25 followers. It's a game. It's a video game.
That's fucked up.
I can understand if it was something like, I almost don't want to say it, but like Greaser or stuff like that. I can understand that being like totally not okay. But or like Gringo, that kind of stuff. I was changing Grease.
Gringo's towards a white person, isn't it?
It's towards anybody that's not Hispanic or from
Oh,
Hispanic
really?
country. Yeah. So it's like they usually say it
Gringo.
towards Americans, but like
That
in
makes
Mexico, yeah, it makes perfect sense. But it really means like if you aren't Hispanic, they call you Gringo. Because I remember that because I worked at Chick-fil-A, and everybody was from Venezuela or Mexico, and they couldn't say John correctly because J is H. So yeah, they called me Gringo.
So they should just call you Han.
They could have called me anything. They could have called me Jose for all I cared. But like they kept calling me Gringo, and I told them after about like an hour, I was like, just so you guys know, I don't know very much Spanish, but I know Gringo. And they're like, oh. He's asking because he's got to send me a pic. Oh, jeez. Josh, if you have Discord, you can add me on there. Send it to me.
Just gonna send you wieners.
Please do not send me dick pics. I'm good. I was changing grease. I overheated, passed out, and my hand went in it. I got 3rd degree and 4th degree burns on my hand. Oh, Christ.
God. Wait, what were you changing grease on?
It sounds kind of like a fryer. Oh, that's what he's gonna send me a picture of. His hand.
Oh, where you got the 3rd degree burns, yeah. That makes sense.
Jesus. You do not have a Discord? How are you a gamer and you don't have a Discord? You kidding me?
Wow.
You telling me you're a gamer and you don't have an RGB toilet? Oh my god.
Baby. Everything.
Did Sam hear you say something about dick pics?
Yeah. 100%.
Dude, yeah. There's a dude on here named Cholo with 4.9 thousand followers.
Hell yeah.
Nice. He's got
What
actually
what
kind of
an
a
animal.
sick tattoo. This guy's actually kind of big. This is somebody I would have been friends with in high school. He's got the Amish beard too. It's not like huge Amish, but it's like no mustache still. That is the funniest thing to me. I gotta
Actually,
just go fuck yourself. I ain't got a PC, bro. I had a Discord when all I played was on Xbox. Fuck you. I don't want to hear about it. I used to have a Discord with almost everybody I worked with. When I worked at Mannheim, when I worked at Mannheim, because we all played Call of Duty together, and we all hated Xbox voice chat, and we also could only talk on Call of Duty voice chat, because some of them played on PS4.
yeah.
So we just did it on phone. Discord on phone? Yes, Discord on phone.
Yeah.
Discord's on everything, man. You can get Discord on Xbox now. I didn't know that.
I don't think you can on PlayStation.
I don't think you can on PlayStation. Yeah, I know I had a voice crack, Josh. I've had like 2, 3 throughout this whole entire thing. Mike, oh my god, something is wrong with my webcam. I think it keeps getting unplugged.
Stop and plugging it.
Oh, yeah, I found what was wrong. Deactivate, activate. There we go. I just have to remember not to keep touching it. There we go.
He says
don't
voice
touch
crack
it.
alert.
Yeah, he did say that. Jesus. I've had like 2 voice cracks throughout this whole thing. Every single stream, man, I've had voice cracks. I hate it. I hate being 20 years old and I'm still like a prepubescent teen.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, you are.
Quick question. This is kind of a personal question. I know I would never ask these. I said I wouldn't ask these, but when did you hit puberty?
I don't know.
Oh,
There's really a time I hit puberty. It's kind of a weird question, but
was there a time where like you were like, "Oh, I'm in puberty now"? Like you
I'd
realized
probably say around 14.
14. Okay. That was probably about the same time. I was like 13, 14 when it happened. I just remember sleeping a lot.
I refused to take naps. Like, I could not take
Dude.
naps.
I took so many naps, like I would accidentally fall asleep. I would be like straight up standing up and I'd fall asleep by accident. It was horrifying. I slept so much.
I'd always sleep during car rides and stuff, but
Same.
that's a normal thing for me.
It's hard to stay awake during car rides, especially when you're driving.
Yeah.
I
find it
so much.
easier when I drive.
I
only
have
up to 2 hours.
Oh, that's fair. I've had a hard time staying awake, especially if like I've done something, and then now I'm heading back. Like if it's a long drive, like over 30 minutes. Yeah. Like even when like I went to like my girlfriend's house, which was like an hour drive, oftentimes like when I was coming back, I would be like kind of like dozing off.
Oh yeah. Like when I was home, I would hang out with my friends, and it was like a 30-minute drive back to my house.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I fell asleep on the road, like behind the wheel, and I woke up like a minute later, still staying on the road.
Have you ever been like driving?
Know how I did it.
Have you ever been driving and then like suddenly realized you were driving?
Yeah.
Like you completely forgot that you were driving and you were just like zoned out staring at the road and it's been like 30 minutes?
Yeah. Those are the best.
It's horrifying though because you're like, oh my god, like did I break the law or anything? Yeah.
I've also had those times where like you're kind of spaced out doing your normal thing and you're like, wait, was that light red?
Yeah.
Then you go to check and it looks red, but you're like, oh, I could have went through it as it's yellow. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
I've accidentally gone through red lights before. Luckily in Ohio, you can't get ticketed unless like a cop witnesses it. So like cameras aren't a thing in Ohio. They ban those. They have them up, fake cameras, but
It's
like
for
they don't do
like
anything.
it's for the congestion or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's for like other purposes, but they can't ticket you on it because like there's a bunch of scandals that started to happen across the country with them. So they're like,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna ban them. So, but like I've accidentally gone through some because I remember one time I like went to the light, stopped, and then turned left when it was red. Luckily, it was like very late at night. It was like 1 a.m. So nobody was out on
Same
the
thing.
roads. Yeah. Like I just completely forgot. Like, oh wait, I can't do that. But then I was like,
Yeah,
oh whatever.
shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. Have you ever been pulled over before?
Twice actually.
What were they for? What'd you do?
The first time I was going like 90 in a 55 at like 2 in the morning.
Jesus.
Yeah. And the crowd's like, "Do you know how fast you're going?" I was like, "Sir, I have no idea. I can see my house from here, and I just want to get home." And he goes, "You got a ticket, but I'll bump it down to 75 so you don't get reckless driving." I was like, "Oh, cool. Thanks, mate."
Wait, Josh just said eat your Discord. What does that mean? Oh, whatever. What was the second time you got pulled over for?
I was following my high school girlfriend. She worked at the Legion, and I went to go see her at the end of her break or end of her shift, and then I was gonna go home. I followed her out of the parking lot, and immediately there's like a four-way with stops on all sides, and she just fucking blows through the thing and goes past a cop on the other side. I stop at it. I'm like, oh fuck, she's gonna get pulled over because I see the cop pulling out as I pass through. I'm like, he's about to fly past me and go fucking arrest her, or whatever, or not arrest her, but pull her over. Like,
Yeah.
she's gonna freak out, and I pull onto the main road right after her. I drive down the main road. She goes straight, and I have to pull off to go towards my house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here's where it is. He's gonna haul ass right towards her, and then he turns behind me. I was like, what? Okay, that's weird. I drive down, and then he flips his lights on. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. He walks up. He goes, how old are you? I was like, I'm 16. He goes, have you been drinking tonight? I was like, excuse me? He goes, well, back at that parking lot, you didn't turn your lights on immediately when you started the car. And you were making some pretty wide turns. I was like,
What?
no, I'm not drunk. And he's like, so if I give you this breathalyzer, you won't blow anything. I'm like, no. He goes, okay, have a good night. I was like, what the fuck?
That's almost sketchy to me. That's a little sketchy.
Like, what the fuck did I do to this guy?
Yeah. That sounds like that kind of like cop that was just trying to see if you were doing something, like you were up to something.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, whatever.
I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I didn't do shit. You my big officer.
I technically got pulled over, but I was already pulled over. I'm going to censor a lot of this. This was much more horrifying than your stories because I could have gotten a criminal charge for these.
Oh, nice.
So basically, this was my last girlfriend. Her and I, lived with her parents, and we also lived like an hour apart. So we couldn't do certain things alone.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to do them in my car.
Uh-huh.
And literally 2 gang cops caught us. Sheriff Department gang cops caught us doing it one time.
Cops?
Yeah. You know what gang cops are?
No.
So like gang cops or game sheriffs or gang sheriffs.
Oh, like wardens. Oh.
Yeah,
or
like
game wardens.
No, gang. Gang.
Oh.
They literally go after people in gangs.
Okay.
So like they go to the hood and they basically they're the ones that are allowed to have tattoos. They're the ones that are allowed to have huge beards and stuff like that. They're the ones who have lesser restrictions and rules because they go after like really dangerous people. But so basically, they caught us doing it in the car.
Nice.
And so first off, I was like butt naked, and she had all my clothes. So she put all of her clothes on. I didn't have them on because she wouldn't give them to me. So the first cop came up. He was older. He like rolled down the window. He told me to roll down the window, and he was like, "Can I get both of your license registrations?" I was like, "Okay." I gave them to him, and another younger cop was with him. He stayed behind. I was like, "Can I put my pants on?" He goes, "Yeah, whatever." I was like, "Okay." I put them on. The older cop came by and told the younger one, like, "Okay, you can leave." And he said to us, he was like, basically said like, "You guys seem like a very young couple. Why are you doing this?" And I was like, "We don't have any place to do it. We both live with our parents, stuff like that." And he was like, "I can understand that." He said like, and then he said, "There's an abandoned Target parking lot that we never check. You should go there next time." And he's like, "All right, have a nice day." And then we left.
Captain.
I know. Oh my god, dude. I was like pissing myself. I was so horrified. Because I really,
funny, actually.
It's a funny story, but it's like I really could have got criminal charges, and then I could never become a firefighter if I got charged. Because that would have been
but like
public.
Nobody's gonna charge you with that.
I don't think anybody would have. Like everybody, I think, and especially because of how
Everybody's
young we
been
were.
there.
Yeah, we were. I was like, I think we were both 18 at the time, so it's like, yeah, they were never going to do it. But I was just like, when I saw it was gang sheriffs, because I literally saw that it was like gang, and then it said sheriff on their back, and I was like, oh fuck! I was like, these are the dangerous guys. I mean, that's kind of like seeing like I don't know. That's like kind of like seeing a guy.
What knocks on your car door while you're pounding away?
Yeah, that's kind of what it was like. Or like if you're like Taliban or something, and then you see a Navy, like somebody come in to your like hut, and they have like SEAL team on their arm. Your house or whatever, and you have like they have SEAL team on their arm. That's kind of like the same reaction. It'd be like, the Marines
your dad's
being
getting
there.
shot.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That's awful. I probably shouldn't say that, but
that was
fine.
Bad, but it's fine. But like, it was just like one of those experiences where I was sure I was fucked, and then I got off. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Twice.
Yeah. Shut up. I hate you.
Sorry, I had to.
That was funny as hell, but fuck you. Oh Christ. All right. I think I should end this now because we've been doing this for now about 3 hours.
Holy shit.
This has been a very long podcast. This is probably longer than a podcast should be, so I'm probably gonna like cut this down halfway through.
That makes sense.
Because nobody's gonna listen to like a 3-hour podcast. But yeah.
I mean, people do all the time, just not.
That's fair.
It's not gonna be our types.
Yeah, not our type. Let's be honest, this being the first one I'm going to put on YouTube, nobody's going to listen to that long. So, but, hey, I appreciate you doing this, man. I'm more than happy to have you on here again, because I'm probably going to need you to be on here again.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm usually good for it. You just got to let me know when.
Wait, do you see who's in our Discord call?
No.
Josh is in our Discord call.
Oh, what's up, Josh? He just fucking popped in. I actually did not see that at all.
I just pulled up, like, the small tab for Discord, and I looked, and there was 3 panels, and
I was like, whoa.
What? I clicked on it, it was Josh.
That's actually really funny.
Christ. He was muted and everything, man. I had no idea he was there. Holy shit.
He pulled a sneaky on us.
Put a sneaky one on us. Holy fuck. I'm probably gonna have to make a channel for this now. For we do Twitch calls.
Make an extra voice channel or something.
We have to make an extra one with like restrictions to where it's like I have to invite you into it or something.
Yeah.
I know Josh wouldn't come in here and do anything inappropriate, but God, that makes me scared. Somebody else will. And he said he sent the pic. Oh God, he sent me a pic. Wait, where'd you send it to? Did you send it in general? Did you send it in my... Oh,
Your
God,
Minecraft channel?
Josh. Oh, God. No, look in the general of my server.
Give me a second.
Mm. Ugh. I'm clicking out of that right now. I'm going back to our voice channel. Oh my God, Josh. Jesus.
What's your hand?
That's his hand after it was in the grease.
That looks like a fucking turnip.
Josh,
I'm
that
sorry.
does not look healthy, my
I'm
God.
sure that hurt like a motherfucker, though.
I'm not trying to make fun of people like that or something. Like, that's not at all what the point of that was. But Josh,
No.
oh my God, that is
I had
horrific.
to say it, but god damn.
God, that is disturbing.
That was Josh. That's his hand. Apparently he got 3rd-degree burns on it at some point.
3rd and 4th.
Gonna puke.
Dude, I can't even look at it, man. That is so disgusting.
He got
I've literally
3rd-degree
seen
burns. What do
decapitated
you
people.
mean?
3rd and 4th degree burns. Yeah.
3rd and 4th. Sorry.
I gotta remember, what are the different... 1st degree burn is like minor skin damage. 2nd degree is like you get welts and stuff. And like...
To the bone on his index finger. Ugh.
Jesus. And then like...
God.
3rd is like your skin is like starting to like get massively distorted.
You're well done.
Yeah. 4th is where your skin
I'm
melts.
such an asshole.
Oh, Christ. That is disgusting. Okay, anyways,
fucked up.
back to ending the stream. Oh, Christ. Have mercy. I'm not even showing that on stream because that definitely violates TOS.
You think so?
Oh, that for sure. That's got to be under gore.
Oh, I forgot that's a TOS thing.
Yeah, you can't. Which is weird though, because I can show people getting decapitated on like Ghost of Tsushima, but I can't show that. I guess there's a difference because it's video game versus real life.
Animated, dude.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Anyways, thank you for being on for this. I appreciate it. This stream seemed to have done very well, so I'll probably do this maybe more often. Have a great nightmare. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Anyways, so, yep, I appreciate you being on the stream, man. That meant a lot. This was really fun.
It was a good time. I had a blast.
Yeah. Learned a lot about each other. Like,
Yeah.
you thought people would butt chuck vodka. Yep. Anyways,
Jesus.
yeah, so this is going to be it for the night. If anybody here is watching, you want to see this on YouTube, it's probably going to go up in about a couple hours, but yeah. So I will see you all later. Have a great night, everybody. We're off air now. I'm going to say that. So yeah, we're off air.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the end of the stream. I hope you all enjoyed coming. If you want to see more
You
of
just
this.
said we're off air.
Well, no, we're off air as in like, this is no longer going to the podcast. This isn't podcast part anymore. This is like we're ending.
Oh.
Like, you know, this isn't going to go on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to watch... God damn it. This is the most scuffed ending I've ever had to a stream. If you enjoyed the content,
it's
you want
not.
to see this again? Oh no, this is definitely very scuffed. This is horrible.
This is scuffed, but it's not the most scuffed you've ever had.
Are you sure?
Obey.
What's up?
Never mind. You good?
Oh, yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
off. Anyways, if you guys like this, you want to see more of this, leave a follow and even bug me during streams if you want to see more of this. Sure. But other than that,
Dookie.
no, let's not do that.
Do it.
No, don't listen to him. But anyways, have a great night, everybody. Take care. I'll be live tomorrow. Maybe playing Valheim with Devin, maybe? I don't know. Well, maybe I can get Devin to stream again. Little shit.
Listen here, I plan on doing it tomorrow anyways.
Yeah, I plan on doing it tomorrow anyways. Yeah, probably after we brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, after talking about it, I definitely was like, yeah, I need to stream.
Yeah, that's a good call. Alright, anyways, thank you for coming, Dev. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem, dude.
And next week's guest is going to be Solar Flare, for everybody who wants to know. So Solar Flare will be on for the next one. And he and I will talk about a lot more stuff like tattoos because he has tattoos. Wait, do you have tattoos, Steph?
Wow. I do not have tattoos.
I thought so. And you probably don't want tattoos either.
I just haven't. Well, I've thought about a few of them, but I just haven't went and got any.
No,
I haven't
it's
found
okay.
any that I want to stick on permanently.
That's okay. I get it because you know you drink fruity drinks anyways.
This motherfucker.
Right. And I'm just gonna let's just end the stream. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.